To the final Friday of Middays and Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. On the radio, on the app. If you're listening, thank you very much. If you're watching live on YouTube, good morning to everybody. Get involved in our YouTube chat. Subscribe to 97.5thefanatic.com or 97.5 The Fanatic on YouTube. As it is a sauna in here this morning, Ray Dunn. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny. Now it's too hot in there.
And just for the record, good morning, Sean Brace.
Yo!
I didn't say anything to Sean about the temperature in here. If you're just tuning in for the first time hearing this conversation, some days we come in here and our scrotum immediately is very cold, like, whoa! And then other days it's like, Jesus, God.
Yeah, this is absurd. It's a sauna in here.
I literally came in and said, dude, it's a sauna in here.
Yeah, and you have a long sleeve shirt on as well. So do I.
We're not doing Yacht Rock on the final Yacht Rock Friday. Maybe we don't do a Yacht Rock today. We do a Butt Rock Friday.
Yeah.
For the final show.
I dig that.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
So take off all your clothes, like Nelly once said. Anyway, good win last night. Entertaining game. Everything we were looking for to kind of get off the schneid. Now, can they continue to do it? But on the final Middays and Marks with Sean Brace and Ray Dunn, at least we're reacting to a Phillies win, Sean Brace.
How about that, sports fans? And you know what? Of course, we need to dive into the fact of what it was. It wasn't just your average baseball game of 162. It was pretty special.
Awesome.
Pretty cool. And you heard Lauren Shahadi say it to us yesterday where the grind of 162, it's like this was something that these guys were looking forward to. And it had a different vibe. It delivered. Now, Bryce is floating the idea, and I totally agree with him. Maybe you need to do more than just one. How about a series? Because I don't think that's all that fair for those guys to fly in, play that game.
And then leave immediately.
It's like, eh.
It'd be a little bit cooler if it's like, okay, like now they're in the town in Iowa and they're going around. And here's why that won't happen. Money.
Yeah.
Because there's how many thousand tickets can they sell?
8,000 sold-out crowd.
As opposed to 30 or 40, whatever the number is at Citizens Bank Park or in Minnesota. I don't know how they. Correct. So that's probably why. If you do a full series, now you're taking away potentially 105,000 tickets that could be sold.
Yeah.
Everyone's a big fan of playing in the cornfields until you're sleeping in a Motel 6.
That too.
All right, Bryce?
That too.
Dyersville doesn't have your Four Seasons.
They were talking about Airbnbs. Like, these guys
rent a couple houses.
The Field of Dreams house apparently is an Airbnb. I think they said that last night. Oh, here comes the shirt.
Yeah,
the shirt's coming off.
I have a sweatshirt on because it doesn't really matter what it's like in here, depending on what it's outside.
Yeah.
I can't do it. It's too hot in here.
But the everything around it was awesome. Right from the jump, the pregame stuff, of course, I thought Barry.
I thought the broadcast was really good.
El Duncan, Albert Pujols, and Rizzo, I thought they were good. You know what you're going to get. It's going to be a little over the top. It's going to be a little hoity.
Well, I mean, listen, the Phillies are winning 5 World Series in a row if you're listening to that broadcast.
They all said it. Like, they all said, watch out for the Phillies come the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, you wonder how tapped in they are.
They're not. That's why they said it.
Correct.
Because they gave the same reasons that Lauren tried to give yesterday, that every other national person. It's the Joel Embiid. If he gets healthy, look out for the Sixers. No one wants to play the Sixers.
Yeah.
We have a good club.
It's the 3 starting pitchers.
He was front row. He was close to that Doug. I saw him last night.
But it was a good broadcast. Obviously, when your team is hitting home runs and scoring runs, it's a fun game to watch. That's what they were doing last night.
Winner.
And winner.
Yeah, you had a winning play.
I had the winning parlay, yes.
I took over 6.5 team total. Had some nice plus money there. Won't lie, sprinkled over 7.5. If that would have hit, Ray, we would have went out after the show today, baby. I would have picked up the tab if that would have hit.
Yeah, but Ray, as the founding president of the Aaron Nola fan club, I was on him again last night, and he hit. He was good. And Mattingly actually kind of knows now when to get him out of the game before it blows up. And he did it last night. 9 strikeouts in 5.
Look great.
Oh, yeah, that breaking ball is breaking.
The knuckle curve, they were talking about it on the broadcast. It's one of the best pitches in Major League Baseball. How about that, all you Nola haters out there?
That's right. A 4 ERA in his last 8 starts.
What's his ERA now?
5.5, maybe?
Down in the low 5s.
Yeah.
Like 5.2 something.
He's been good. And people were arguing with me. You know, I'm big on Facebook. People were going back and forth with me because they're saying, like, oh, yeah, because I said, am I the only person that feels good about Nolan making the start tonight?
You nailed it.
When the expectations are low, he always pitches his best baseball. So people are mad at the Phillies. Oh, great, we have Nola making the start tonight. And he comes out, and he was great.
Well, unfortunately, every single time his name gets brought up, it's the contract. So these conversations automatically go there for a lot of people. But what you just said is correct. Take a look at his numbers, his last 6, 8 starts. Take a look at his last 4 starts. Guy's been awesome.
Last 8 starts. Since the beginning of July, he has a better ERA than Christopher Sanchez and Zach Wheeler.
I mean, I'm saying potential Cy Young talk as we get towards the end of the year.
Should he start game 1 of the postseason? He's got the experience. He's got the ERA over the last 8 starts. 6.10.
You know what? It does. It solidifies in Watts. The next time he comes out, he'll give up 11 runs. But as far as the starting pitcher conversation, and Dave Dombrowski needed, like, you should have traded everybody to get a starting pitcher. No, they shouldn't have. And as of right now, it looks okay because we're in the middle of August. How many more starts is Andrew Painter going to get before the end of the season? 5?
Yeah,
potentially, maybe 6. And I'm actually now excited to see what he looks like in his next start because he's looked pretty good here.
All right,
coming back up.
7,100 fans, 54 active ball players, and 26 Hall of Famers. That was really cool. And they brought them all out there, all those Hall of Famers. Again, I said it yesterday. I'm not trying to poo-poo things because it was pretty special. It was a fun broadcast. Put Barry and Roger Clemens in the frickin' Hall of Fame, please. If we're going to have these guys in the broadcast.
Roger was very good during his inning.
Just make it happen. And you hear what he was talking about with his son. And how he raised his kid to play the game the right way. There's no right or there's only one way to play the game. It's the right way.
Damn right.
Like, and he cares. Like,
I remember when Cody was with the Phillies and Roger came and he was around the Phillies a lot. Obviously, his son and Cody was kind of a 4A player. He was with the Phillies, but he was a minor leaguer. And when he was here, he was good, but he never got the chance. And then he got designated. He went to the Twins. I could be happier for him. Dude, not only is he made himself a legit Major League Baseball player, he's got 19 home runs this year.
20.
He's got 20 home runs this year. He can play multiple positions.
I think he went hitless last night.
Yeah, I mean, last night he didn't have it. But still, like, it's you feel good for him.
Absolutely.
Because the dude was like, it was a make or break. Like, you know how it goes. Just because you're a major leaguer, you don't produce, now you can't find your way back. So it was, all in all, a great night last night.
Yeah, and then him and the Rocket played catch. They had a catch after the game. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah, the corn stalks. We got some calls out there. I believe it or not, the True Travel team, Philly Sports Trips, formerly as Philly Sports Trips, they were out there, and so I know a couple people that were out there that are on flights back right now as we speak. They took some 6 a.m.s from Chicago, so we're gonna have some people calling in throughout the course of the show that were there that could give us a little bit more. Dennis Kennedy was there.
How far from Chicago is it? Because is that what you do? You fly into Chicago and then you drive?
He posted in the morning, my guy Mark did, and it was like 2 hours and 12 minutes, I think, drive from where he was.
Yeah, you don't realize that Iowa is, when you think of Chicago, you think big city, but you're not that far from, go outside of Iowa.
Yeah, they pulled up
Chicago.
And they had to stop on the dirt road for like 30 minutes till they opened the gates. My question is this: did you see people not in their seats, just walking around? Like, I get it, but you got a game. How are you not in your seats watching the game? Like, you had the Hall of Famers were being announced, and yet there were still people on the outside just getting a hot dog. I hit I fat fingered that. That's my fault.
All right,
I got a little creative there.
Oh, the Herb. What a great podcast.
I know.
Was.
We didn't. I tried to pitch it to Herb, and he never came on the show again.
Anyways, it was great, and the Phillies won, and that's all that matters. Kyle Schwarber not 1 but 2. Marsh had himself a day. Nola looked great. Like, what else? It was great.
I hit my so I went Phillies money line Nola over on strikeouts because he's been racking them up, man.
Yeah.
He has. So that there's reasons where if you squint, you can be like, all right, maybe the Phillies are going to be okay.
I love the
But
squint.
they'll come out with 3 hits tonight or tomorrow night, and we'll be like, Christ, this team stinks.
That's a segment. If you squint long enough, what do you see?
Oh, well, listen, if there's anybody that could beat the Dodgers in baseball, it's got to be the Phillies. I mean, you look at those 3 starters in Sanchez, Wheeler, and Luzardo, and then look at the back of the baseball card on Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper and Trey Turner.
Back of the baseball
If
card.
those guys can get going in September and heading into the postseason, like at one point last night, I don't even remember who it was. They were talking about the lineup being deep. And I was like, oh, shut up. Deep in what? Poop? This lineup is deep.
Yeah, they had a couple people that were yucking it up. I think it was when Roger Clemens was in there, and then
It was when Clemens-
when Marsh made that slide. It was Marsh, right? Yeah, Marsh when he went around, boom, and it was like you could give that a little bit more of a play, a look, and it was like the jokes were flying. It's like, all right,
Lots of fun was being had.
everybody's having a good time. Yeah, but you're right. It's the national perspective from a group that called the Home Run Derby gets a month off. Back in action here. Do they get a playoff game? Are they getting anything
I
else?
don't think so.
That's it?
They have the Little League game, I believe.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, maybe they don't, but I know that I thought they had one more, and this could have been it, and I'm wrong.
That sounds about right.
Pretty good for the streaming service broadcasts have not been good. It feels like it's not a real broadcast. It feels like it's a streaming show broadcast.
Yeah.
I thought last night was really good, really well done.
Yeah. As far as, they had the drones flying, camera angles all over the place.
What was Home Run Derby Netflix or was that?
Yes.
yes.
That wasn't good because they kept cutting away from the batter.
Correct. Yeah, you were saying that.
I was really hoping they were going to give us L. Duncan yesterday, just so Ricky could be driving in as L. Duncan was on our airwaves.
She did the pre. Oh, gotcha. She did the pre. Yeah, that was really.
Why? What did Ricky? Oh, because the Barry.
He's still mad.
Yeah, Ricky's always mad.
All right, coming up. All right, your reaction to last night. This is our final show as I move the mornings on Monday, and Ray and Sean take over. So anybody that wants to call in, we'll go over some of the best moments from the show coming up here. But coming up next, how big of a difference is a Kyle Schwarber home run for the Phillies? It's big. Wait till you hear the stat we have coming up. Plus, the full NBA schedule is out. Did the Sixers get help from the NBA? We'll go over that as well. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Starting Monday.
It is hot in here. Don't sleep on Nelly. Just telling you.
Nelly just performed in Wildwood.
I bet he did.
I wanted to go.
Yeah, I bet you
If
did.
you wanted him in your backyard, if you had enough money, I think Nelly's doing it.
Price is right. You can get Flow Rider to open up.
Oh, Flow Rider, Tuesday night, Phil's.
Do it. Welcome to my house.
Yeah, and you know what? Flow Rider ain't playing, I'm not playing my hits. I'm playing the songs that I like. He's not doing that.
No.
He's playing the hits.
Nelly got some hits. That
Man, Country Grammar?
Yeah, Country Grammar. He kicked in the door in a big way. The Saint Lunatics.
He's a good rapper.
Oh, Nelly's the best.
I like Nelly.
Nelly was he a triple threat? He was an actor. I don't know if he could sing. He can rap.
Yeah, that's right. He won the Academy Award. What was that he was in?
He won an award.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was in. Schindler's List. That's right. He won Best Supporting Actor.
I'm Googling it here.
You idiot.
He was in The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, critically
He was great.
acclaimed. Yeah,
It's
sure,
a
it was
great
great
film. Yes.
Yeah, but to do the Hollywood hit where he's one of the he's good at that. Like LL Cool J.
Yes.
All right, just put him on an SVU or SUV, whatever the Law and Orders are. You can pull that off.
Look at this. His next 3 dates. September 6th, he performs in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Then he goes to Windsor, Canada on September 10th, and he closes up on September 11th at the Erie County Fair and Exposition in Hamburg, New York.
That's quite the diverse. That's when he says you mix a little bit of with a little bit of
That's it.
Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Erie.
That's it.
Sounds like something Ray would do. Oh, yeah, I'm doing women's soccer, and then I'm doing Union, then I'm doing
Ray.
Temple men's basketball. You mix a little bit of and a little bit of
Much like Nelly, if you're going to put a paycheck in front of me,
There
I'm
you
more than
go.
happy
Right.
to take it.
That's what I always say about people that criticize actors. Like, it's like another terrible movie he's in. Man, if the profession's being an actor, you go where the money is.
That's all you got to do. It's just very simple, especially these days. You know, I think we talked about this a couple days ago with Devin Caney going to Chicago, and the one idiot said something to her.
And she had to put it on social media.
Yeah, look, but here's the deal: she was probably getting it from a number of other places, and it hit her.
I'm sure she was getting a lot of that in her mentions. For
Correct.
sure, she's a woman that works in sports.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't look at your mentions.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get that because there's idiots out there.
Correct, and she responded to the one.
Yeah, but besides that, like, what do you want her to do? Not work
Yeah.
or get a huge opportunity in the third biggest media market in the country?
Especially this day and age,
Yeah,
man.
give me a break, man. Like, no, good for her. You take that every time.
Got to make money.
All right, so Ray, and by the way, Kyle Schwarber, he gets credit for 2 home runs last night. At one time, like when they were describing it on the replay, they're like, and he almost brought the home run back. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see it as clearly as some other people. It felt like it was a home run because the outfielder didn't make a play on it.
Yeah. It felt like he gave him a home run,
Right.
not that he was bringing a home run back. He was sending one over the fence.
Yeah, I mean, it's less of a criticism of the outfielder and more of like, yeah, he's fortunate to get a home run on that. It really wasn't a home run.
Take it any way you could get it. After
sure.
17 games where we went through that process, we were talking about being concerned about him last week. What idiots we were. Mostly me.
But what was that? What was that? Marsh had 2 strikes on him. Did Schwarber hit a home run after that? I forget what the inning was. Did Marsh hit the home run? So I think Marsh had 2 strikes on him and gets a hit. It was whatever inning they scored a bunch of runs that separated them.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 outs and 2 strikes and nobody on.
Yeah.
And Marsh got a hit with 2 strikes, and then they went to roll and they got a bunch of runs that inning. Harper ended up getting a single that was an RBI single. But anyway, fortunate home run, but still he had another one. So he goes deep twice last night.
Yeah, and shout out to this listener, Ray. He's checking in, and he says, got to share with you guys. Love the show. 2 home runs for Kyle Schwarber. He also promoted up, profit boost, all that nonsense, but plus 19 to hit 2 home runs. I think it was plus 265 for 1. So 2 was that high. Good for him. Nice work there. But, coming in, the breakdown on both sides, believe it or not, was just the lefties were going to have a day due to the starting pitching. Now, I did not know that the wind was blowing in. So they start the broadcast. Of course, Schwarber goes yard, and that's the first thing they say. That's amazing. He hit it right into the teeth of the wind, and that went out. And it's like, wait a minute. I didn't know that there was wind blowing in. No, that's not what I was thinking. So it did stay under. It finished score 7-1, and the total was 8.5, so it stayed under for the game. That wind was definitely blowing in. But
On that second home run, it wasn't an easy catch for the outfielder because he thought he was under it, and then he's moving around, and by the time they actually got to his glove, he had to move all the way over towards the foul pole. Almost.
and Marsh smoked his. Marsh had a damn good day yesterday. Great job.
Bohm smoked it on a double that he hit it to the wrong part of the park to hit home run, but so Bohm had another big hit right there. So Ray, you're telling me there's some stat about a Kyle Schwarber home run and the Phillies?
Yeah, believe it or not, they're better when he hits a home run. How much better is the question here? 42 and 51 when he doesn't homer. 23 and 7 when the guy homers.
Get out.
Should we start the MVP thing again?
He leads the league in home runs.
Still.
This team is not good enough to get him to where he needs to be, and that's the issue. Because it's not a team award, but you have to have
For the most part, you do. Yeah.
that part in the conversation, especially when you're going up against guys like Shohei and Pete Crow Armstrong, who are just having fantastic seasons.
For sure. All right. Well,
Then again, they're 9 games under 500 when he doesn't homer. So his impact.
yeah,
his
no,
value.
we see the impact, but does the award voters see the same impact? Nor do they care. No,
No.
they keep it pretty basic.
He
It's
doesn't
like,
play
oh,
defense.
Dodgers, Otani's numbers, Otani. Pete Crow Armstrong, look at what the Cubs are doing. Look at his numbers.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Schwarber's not even listed on DraftKings.
Is that right?
It's minus 110 both ways for Shohei and Pete Crow Armstrong. I have a play on Kyle Schwarber. I swear, once I put the play on Schwarber, I think I put the stink on him. That's when he
You
kind of,
did?
yeah. I started making the case that he could potentially be the guy due to the fact that Shohei was not pitching, dealing with a little bit of knee discomfort, so on and so forth. Dodgers struggling, and then Pete Crow goes nuts. Should I go PCA or Pete Crow? How do we go about that?
PCA.
All right.
Yeah, PCA. Seems like that's going to be what everybody goes with.
He's got some serious bat speed.
Yeah, didn't he? What did he say to that woman earlier in the season?
Kristen Cavallari?
No. On the field. That was him, right? Right?
Yeah, I forget what he said. Did
He
call
missed
her,
it was a foul ball, and she yelled at him, and he called her
The Met fan.
a mean name. No, I
Yeah.
think it was a Cub fan.
I thought it happened at City, and it was like those seats out, like because the fence. There's people that can sit behind the fence. Yeah, it happened in City Field, and she let it have it. It wasn't a Cub fan. It could not.
No?
I don't think so.
All right.
But you're right. Yeah, there was some pleasantries spoken to each other. Let's say that.
And he
much.
admitted it,
Yeah.
which was I appreciated.
skewered
Yeah.
on Chicago radio.
Yeah, go figure. All right, so we have the Phils. If you want to get in, text line, phone line, Davis Honda text line with the voice memo, 610-632-0975. But the NBA schedule is fully out, released yesterday. And thank God they released it yesterday so we had actually time to look at it. And they didn't spring it on us during our final show today. But, I mean, Sixers are going to be a good team. And it's a matter of how long does it take them with, all right, you're getting a bunch of players that have never played together before. Right? Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, all players that are used to getting their shots, and lots of them. How does everything work out? I mean, do we expect early on that there's more struggles than we probably are expecting? Because LeBron coming here, nobody's thinking like, yeah, man, it could be a slow start. There's no fan that actually thinks that right now. But is this potentially because Miami started off, they weren't red hot when LeBron first went to Miami. So are we thinking right out of the gate they're killing it or what?
Well, I do think that there will be some time to figure out, the chemistry and how the offense is going to move. I still think Joel Embiid could be the center of attention. I really do. I'm coming back to that, especially if the want is there and what we're seeing so far. It's apparent that there is definitely something different that is clicking for Joel Embiid. We've never seen him in this condition, in this size, this shape, in August before. Never. Not even for you. Just take a look at the pictures. Just whatever year you want, you can go back all the way until he was drafted. He has never been this size in the month of August. So I'm slowly starting to convince myself that, man, you need a bucket. There's one guy you're looking to. It's still that guy. Because guess what? There were a lot of times last year that Joel Embiid was still the best player on the floor. A lot of times. Now, again, you got Jaylen Brown. We know what he's capable of. LeBron James, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, story goes on. Over to the schedule real quick, though. 13 back-to-backs. Last year they had 16. That was tied for the most in the NBA. They had 15 in 2024, 25, and 11, 23, 24. That's according to Ray's roommate. How about that for a little plug there? Nice
Sixers
work.
Adam.
That's it. So 13 back-to-backs, 34 nationally televised games, ladies and gentlemen. ESPN, ABC, NBC, Peacock, Amazon Prime, and John's favorite, Pornhub. I kid.
That'd be interesting.
Yes, it would be. However, you know that it's going to be a fun season as far as the attention. Not a lot of weekend games. Did you guys see that? Not a lot of Friday, Saturday night games. Very interesting there. Some people were complaining about that. I saw that on the timeline. All in all, the schedule.
Do they typically have a lot of Friday night games, though, right? You have season tickets.
Yeah, it usually feels like there's a good amount of Friday night games because I tend to stay away from the Friday night games.
Are Friday night games not – that's on national TV?
That's Prime, I want to say, owns Friday night.
Ah, there it is.
I'm trying to figure out who owns what at this new deal, but I believe Prime has Friday. Did I also see that Prime has the Eastern Conference Finals?
So they have a prime Friday night on the 30th against the Knicks. That's at home. And then the 6th at Cleveland.
The Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My cup runneth over.
This is a Peacock game on Monday night. Another prime game there on Wednesday night.
We are the national holiday team, that's for sure. Games on Halloween, MLK Day, President's Day, New Year's Day, Thanksgiving Eve, and St. Patrick's Day.
Also,
St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
They couldn't leave St. Patrick's Day alone for me.
for the Leprechaun, right, Don?
Damn it.
The longest road trip of the season. And, all right, this is kind of annoying because they're at Washington, home against San Antonio, then they're at Utah, at Golden State, at Portland, at Denver, home against Golden State, and then down to Washington. That's not the longest. That's 4 in a row. They start on Christmas. This is pretty interesting that maybe this is kind of – doesn't LeBron not like playing on Christmas? Or
It's
doesn't?
Disney on Ice here, too.
Right.
Yep.
So Christmas, Lakers, 27th Clippers, 29th Sacramento, 30th Phoenix, and then on the 1st, New Year's Day at Milwaukee. So that's the longest. It's a 5-game. Like you had said, it's Disney on Ice. Maybe if LeBron, he'll actually be home because you have from Christmas, they play Houston on the 23rd, and then I'm sure they fly out. So on Friday on Christmas, they play the Lakers. Then Sunday, they play the Clippers. So I'm assuming his family's still living in the L.A. area. So he'll be able to be home probably from Christmas Eve until, at least early that next week. So then they're at Sacramento on Tuesday the 29th.
Have you heard anything about where he's living, Ray? Or his family? Because he's obviously, we've heard the New York thing, whatever. I did catch wind that was where the family was going to.
Oh.
Now, that's not confirmed. And again, I don't want to be Mr. LeBron update guy here, a rumor guy.
It would make sense.
That's something that I heard.
And then they go back out for the holidays in L.A.
Yeah.
When you have that much money, you can live in a couple different places.
You ever spend Christmas playing against your son in the NBA?
That's great.
Nope, just LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron's going to stay at the mansion.
Yeah.
Bronny.
That's a good point. Do you sleep in the same house on Christmas Eve, wake up Christmas, and drive to opposite locker rooms? Well, I guess
It's kind of
he's
weird.
going to stay at home. He's not staying
Right.
at the hotel. So he's going to
He's
probably
staying at home.
celebrate Christmas Eve with his opponent the next night.
You commute to the arena together, playing for different teams?
Probably.
Let me tell you,
You can't walk in together, though.
my kid's 15 months old.
LeBron can do whatever he wants.
I'd love to have the opportunity to dunk on his ass right now. I'd post him up easily.
So you had said, Ray, that did the schedule makers give the Sixers help? Is it because of the back-to-backs? What were you talking about?
They were tied for the fewest amount of 3 games in a 4-night span, which is something in the past I don't think they've gotten the benefit of the doubt of. Now they got 40-plus-year-old LeBron James and Joel Embiid in his condition. Does kind of seem like 13 back-to-backs, I think, is fewer than last season. So
By
it does
3.
kind of seem like they got some support here of the old, hey,
Okay,
LeBron James,
so-
we'll build this for you.
You guys had talked about this because I don't know enough about soccer, that when you looked at the group that the U.S. team was in and you looked at their path to making it as far as they could, they benefited from probably being the home team and being the United States, right? And you should.
Yep.
You absolutely should do that. That's smart. Just like with LeBron. Of course you're looking. Just like in the NCAA tournament when they're looking at the teams, they want matchups.
It's entertainment, baby.
And you have to design those 5-12 games. You know there's probably going to be an upset.
I think it's Scott Van Pelt. That's his saying. It's a television show. March Madness is a television show. He says it every year before you fill out the bracket because that's where you see the seeding. We know it. You got Rick Pitino.
They know what they're doing.
Rick Pitino going up against his son in an opening matchup. Like, they know what they're doing. Yeah, same thing here. 34 times on a national televised broadcast. And just to let you know, Knicks, Lakers, Spurs are tied with the Sixers, 34. Oh, by the way, last year, nobody really cared too much about us. We had 14 nationally televised games.
Yeah, 4 in the first 6 games nationally televised. So the opener against the Knicks, NBC, you know that. Then you have home Cleveland, ESPN. And then at Indiana on Wednesday, that's an ESPN. And then you're on Prime Friday night against the Knicks. So you get the Knicks 2 times in the first 6 games. How about that, as Ray once said?
How about that? Which could lend to maybe a little bit of a slower start when you look at these first couple of games.
All right, you ready? New York, Cleveland, Milwaukee.
3-0.
Cleveland's going to be good, not great. Milwaukee is going to be bad.
Bad.
Detroit, game 4. That's home. You're at home 3 of the first 4. So you open up at New York, home against Cleveland, home against Milwaukee, home against Detroit. Detroit will be good.
Yeah.
As good as last year? I don't know, but they'll be good. They have talent on that team.
Yeah, good coach.
At Indiana. Indiana will be playoff team.
They get Tyrese Halliburton back.
Yeah.
That's a big get. Pascal Siakam's good. That's going to be, and I think the pace should be good.
That might be a trap game because then you're home against New York on national TV.
Mm.
So Sunday, Wednesday, Friday that week. At Charlotte, home against Chicago, at Detroit, at Cleveland, at Chicago. So your first road trip at Detroit, at Cleveland, at Chicago, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. That's an interesting stretch. Chicago's going to be bad again this year. Is that correct? Yep.
Yeah, it's the Chicago Bulls. It's a lost cause.
First game against Boston, Tuesday the 10th. That's an NBC 8 o'clocker at home.
First game against Boston one more time?
Tuesday, November 10th, 8 p.m. NBC. Ooh, yeah.
And that's home.
Home.
That's right. So we don't go to Boston until January.
January 21st.
Yeah,
wow.
That's a little swing and miss by the schedule makers. Wouldn't you think they want that?
They loaded up early Knicks, and then they gave the Celtics second half of the season, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
I saw some graphic of like guys making their return, which was also funny. It was like Jaren Jackson on the same graphic as LeBron, as if like people cared to the same extent. But it was like it felt like there was a lot of like late December, mid-January returns where it's like, wow, we're really going to drag out the process of all these guys going home. I didn't see when Giannis makes his return, but I feel like that would be a big one that they would want to get a little bit earlier in the season as well.
You have a Saturday 1 p.m. game at home against Milwaukee.
Saturday 1 p.m.
Saturday the 21st. So do I.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
a good time.
Yeah.
Especially if you have kids and you'd like to go down to a game. And then you have the Black Friday game we talked about before, the 5 p.m.er. 5 p.m. against the Heat on Wednesday, Black Friday. All right. I like that. I like that they're trying new things. We talked about that yesterday.
Oh, I'm always down for new things. That's my wife. So 82 games played in a season. You get 34 nationally televised games, boys. And my mentions are filled up with one thing and one thing only. Could you guys take a guess?
Porn bots?
No.
Oh.
That's close.
That's his algorithm.
Ray,
Not his replies.
Ray? It's an easy one.
Idea.
It's our home announcers. And we are passionate. We are very vocal. I think Ray hit it on the head. When your team is bad, you tend to focus on some of the other stuff. Announcers. We never got an opportunity to bring this up because I think I was off, or maybe you were off, or whatever. But I read that NBC was floating the idea of adding a third mic to the broadcast.
Were you not working?
I was not. Oh, you guys did talk about it.
Yeah, we think it's going to be Serena Winters, or
No
they bring back.
way.
They're gonna have a sideline.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. I want somebody in the booth. I want
No. We read the headline from Tourneau, and it's like, thank God. And then we actually read the article, and it's like, oh.
Serena's great.
Serena Winters was great.
She is very respected, too.
And I think she was did the Cavs last year. She did the Lakers.
Correct.
She did with the Lakers, and
Yeah.
then she was with the Cavs, I think, last year.
Correct.
This would be, coming back here would be a good move for her.
Yeah, but so
I like her a lot.
the third mic in the booth is not happening.
Because like the initial reaction was they're listening to us and they know they can't run their broadcasting group back. They can. I don't want to.
It's not. It's a real. This is the. What
I know. I just hate that. I agree.
Yes.
And I don't want to be negative because I don't. I like Kate, and I think she'd be very good. I don't think that she could be good. I don't like the mix with Ala.
Understood.
And
Same.
if you put Mark Jackson or somebody else on there, or somebody third in the booth, if you put Mark Jackson in the booth to cut the cheese a little bit, and I don't mean to break wind, I mean there's too much cheese between the two of them.
Yes, I
Way
agree.
too much cheese.
And Mark Jackson is a film guy. He is X's and O's.
And he's Philly.
I dig that. That's a great name. Now, is that an easy one because he's there? Sure.
But, just try it out.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Give him some home games.
I'm a little disappointed that that's not like what the.
Oh, I got to tell you, partner. And they're way too. I understand they work for the team. What was it last year where they were mad that Tobias Harris was being booed? Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Then bite your tongue and don't say anything. Screw Tobias Harris.
All right, so I need to calm down. We're
Well,
staying
no,
the
you
same.
can do whatever you want to do because this is my last show.
That's true. That's true. And again, Kate's a professional announcer. She's done
I think Kate's fine.
1,000,001 broadcasts. I like Ala. Ala's my guy.
You do?
Yes.
Oh.
Manchester United fan. I like him. But you were right. Sometimes the combination is just a little bit too much. Yuckity yuck.
I think he'd be fine in Charlotte.
They scream down there.
He could do. He'd
think
go do another team.
Mark Jackson would be perfect.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the broadcast isn't good enough. I'm not gonna.
It would be perfect.
I'm not gonna. Like, I got to be honest about it. I'm not gonna dwell on it. After games, I'm probably gonna be pissed. But
I don't know. I think we look at it differently. Again, I come back. He's so right. Ray nailed that one. Yep, because he's an announcer. When your team stinks, people focus on you more.
But now people are actually going to be listening to the broadcast. I don't know how many people were watching a lot of Sixers games in recent years, Sean. Just saying. Or I know how many more people are going to be watching Sixers games that maybe weren't taking in the broadcast as much.
Can't you stream the Fanatic and watch the game at the same time?
Well, I mean, once upon a time, you turn your radio down and you pop on 97.5 The Fanatic. You can ask Alexa to play 97.5 The Fanatic, and you get the broadcast.
I like that idea.
You can stream the broadcast online.
Single man.
How about that?
Tom McGinnis does it all by himself.
All right, final show. Middays with Marks, Sean Brace, Ray Dunn. Coming up at 11 o'clock, we have Ray's top 5 moments from the show.
Really, my top 5 John moments.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be here with Sean for starting Monday. So
I know it's going to. All right, that's coming up at 11 o'clock. Chuck's calling in. Chuck from New York, the co-founder of Objective Club Hertz. He'll join us on the other side. Also, Jaylen Brown continues to say all the right things. He was on late night television last night, and he talked about this team getting together. Where do you hear this? Middays with Marks, 97.5.
every practice, film session. But, like, honestly, the journey kind of starts now. Like, it doesn't happen overnight where you just can just roll the ball out there and guys are going to be successful. It takes a lot of work. So I'm not losing sleep, but every single day, not a day goes by where I'm not thinking about how I can help my team and help my teammates and kind of make this thing work. So we got a lot of talent. We got a great opportunity. I want to make it work, so I'm looking forward to it.
Has everybody from the team gotten together as of yet, collectively?
We've done in silos, not completely together, all 16 of us, but we have, like, in small groups. Like, I went to Maxie's Foundation. Yeah, like a golf tournament where some of the guys were there. And I'm out here in L.A. and I'm meeting with some of the other guys that are out here in L.A. that live out here in L.A. in very big, nice houses and stuff like that.
He didn't even want to say he's seeing LeBron. That's Jaylen Brown. And by the way, that's not just Jaylen Brown. That is world champion finals MVP, Jaylen Brown.
Damn right.
Everybody needs to remember that. The whole value thing where teams didn't value him, I value him. You kidding me?
Put some respect on that name.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out, boys. We'll find out if the Celtics made a mistake. I can tell you right now they already did, Jalen, but I respect the the fact that he is slowly taken to this and not over the top with expectations.
Celtics are a well-run organization, and I think they'll be fine without Jaylen Brown. And they had their reasons, and unfortunately there wasn't value in the NBA for Jaylen Brown. I'm just shocked that they were willing to trade him to the Sixers in division for a couple of draft picks and a broken-down Paul George. Paul George also could be pretty good for the Celtics. If Tatum comes back and he's the Tatum of old, they have Pritchard, they have Derek White, they have plenty of scoring on that team.
Good coach.
So yeah, good coach. They'll be good.
Yeah.
But the Sixers are so much better with Jaylen Brown than without Jaylen Brown. And getting rid of Paul George.
I just love the shine. I love the shine. We got Jaylen Brown on Kemmel. Now that wasn't Kemmel. That was Anthony Anderson. But
in for Kimmel?
In for Kemmel, yes.
Kimmel's still a thing?
Until he's shut down, yeah.
I haven't looked at a late night talk show in I don't know how long, Ray.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't strike me as the good kids are in bed. I can go watch one of the Jimmys right now.
No, yeah, definitely not that. I used to watch Leno. Back when the whole OJ thing and the OJ trial, Leno was at peak and he was really funny.
I was a Letterman guy. But Kevin Eubanks
was awesome.
Jaywalking was great, right? Like there were moments that I liked Jay, yeah, but I was always a Letterman guy. Always.
No, Conan?
You know, man, Conan was
when he did the 12:30 show.
Yes,
is when I liked Conan.
Yeah, Conan was the best. There was nobody better than that. Now,
I never watched him on TBS.
Craig Ferguson was really good in that spot too.
He was?
Yes, he was. He was awesome.
Should I be concerned? This is the second time you've brought up Leno to me in a matter of an hour.
Yeah, right. So if you don't know, Leno retired and Conan took over, and I don't remember if Conan was struggling, and that's why Jay came back. It's like a lot like Mike Francesa. Mike Francesa retired probably before he wanted to, and then very quickly decided he didn't want to be retired, and an entire show got whacked because he came back. So, Ray, I'm just saying, Sean, if the early morning hours don't work,
yes,
yeah, like don't think you just did your last update. Anything's possible.
Hey, Ray.
Damn right.
I might have done my last update.
You do look like Conan. So
got a little of that.
Don't blame Conan. If you come back, just say don't blame Ray. That's all I need.
I'll tell you what, though. You talk about new shows. I remember to where I was, we were going to Great Adventure, driving as a family in 1992 when Johnny Carson announced his retirement. Or no, it was when Dave Letterman got the gig that was announced. Dave Letterman would be taking over for Johnny Carson, and that was in 1992. I remember where we were.
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah. He didn't take over for Johnny Carson. Leno did. That's why he left, and he went to CBS. It was there was a movie that Kathy Bates was in. It was about the whole thing.
So it was when Letterman got announced that he was taking a CBS gig. That's right.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah.
He got passed over for Leno. Leno was because at the end of Johnny, he had guest hosts, so he wasn't on as much. Obviously, like when you get older, you don't do as much as you don't do as many shows.
Yeah.
So Leno was the official guest host. He would come in and he would do it, and so whatever.
Just to be clear, if we do have a Conan Leno type situation, I will absolutely accept $45 million to go away.
Yeah.
it'd be $45. Then.
Well, my representation will start at $45 million, and then we can work.
Yeah,
down.
I don't feel bad for Conan because he was making money. I mean, geez, the amount of money that they make.
It was a $45 million settlement.
Yeah.
And he got to be the victim. You want to get rid of me? $45 million? I don't need to be the victim.
Yeah. Probably not $45 million. Close, though, right? Close.
Probably, yeah.
All right, let's go to Chuck. Chuck is calling from New York, and Chuck is the co-founder of Objective Club Hertz. What's up, Chuck?
How you guys doing? First and foremost, epic show, epic run. Enjoyed every moment of it. Looking forward to you taking the morning show, Johnny, with Salciunas and the Brace and Dickie Dunn show. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some are saying this is the greatest run in sports talk radio history from March into August 14th. What a run it was.
So I want to go back before we get into the Objective Club Hertz. I want to go back to July 24th of this year, which is actually my birthday. And I was my wife was very generous to get us a couples massage, which I don't understand the point of. You're not talking. But during this couples massage, my phone is blowing up. And at one point, the only thing I say to my wife is, those are all birthday texts, or LeBron James is a Sixer for some reason.
Wow.
And we get out of the massage. She looks at me about to kiss me, and I look at my phone, and I just look at her, and I go, oh, my God, he's a Sixer. And then I kissed her. And what a little birthday present that was. That was great.
Sean and Ray had a similar situation here in the studio.
You're damn right we did. Unbelievable.
Anyway, well, listen, I was really happy you guys got that drop, too. I've watched Ray and that highlight a variety of times. But let's move on to, the club that matters most, the Objective Club Hertz, especially this week, considering that clip that went viral. And I will say that clip does absolutely nothing for me. It's Q. He's an all-pro corner. And you know what? You're practicing some stuff you don't normally practice, like throwing over the middle to Hollywood Brown. That's normally going to be Devontae, and that's normally going to be a catch. So I really, let everybody freak out about it. It's nothing. I think the objective take is it's absolutely nothing.
It's so absolutely nothing, Chuck, and that's what Objective Club Hertz is all about. We don't have to whine like the Club Hertz people. He's being disrespected. We can just say, screw those people that are making a big deal about it.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Right.
She's going to pick off people all year long.
Yeah.
So you know what?
All right, Chuck, listen, man, we appreciate you. Appreciate your loyalty.
You the man, Chuck.
We'll talk again.
All right, buddy.
Don't be a stranger.
Chuck from the York.
All I'm going to say is everybody that has the quarterback list or ranking, I need you to go ahead and change those rankings up now. Club Hertz, I'm going to speak out as the president. I've seen now 3 girlfriends, wives and girlfriends, fiancés on the practice field with quarterbacks. There is images, of course, of Justin Herbert and his fiancée. There's a new image of Joe Burrow and his girlfriend.
So, don't waste this right now because we're up against it.
Well, all I'm saying is we change the list.
What I'm saying is next segment, because coming up next we have the favorite moments from the show as according to Ray. Top 5 moments of the show. And then Sean Brace will go Club Hertz postal.
Yes.
On the quarterback list.
And I got reasons.
Yeah.
And I got evidence.
This will be the first moment of Sean Brace for the new show you can log. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Trying to win in Iowa. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update brought to you by Aleve. When traffic slows you down, pain can make the ride feel even longer. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief so you could put pain in the rear view. Use as directed. The Phillies got a 7-1 win in the Field of Dreams game last night in Dyersville, Iowa. 2 home runs for Kyle Schwarber, including a leadoff homer. Aaron Nola went 5 innings and struck out 9 after the game. Nola talking about it.
It was a really nice pitch here. It was a beautiful field, beautiful scenery. Fans were great. So it was really cool to check this one off, and definitely will look back at this later on in my career and after I'm done.
Great to see him get a W. A day off today. 2 games in Minnesota over the weekend for the Phils. We get over the weekend. You have the Eagles' first preseason game tomorrow in Baltimore against the Ravens at 7 o'clock. We'll keep you updated if we hear about who might be playing in that preseason game. 76ers full schedule is out as of yesterday. The opener we knew about October 20th up at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks. 34, the most possible nationally televised games. 13 back-to-backs. This update's also brought to you by Mattress Firm. Sleep falling short? Visit Mattress Firm today. Their sleep experts will find you the right bed at an unbeatable price during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the
Ray did at one point.
He did. I know.
I was just trying to get one to a full year.
Yeah, you're obviously the co-host killer.
I am.
Right?
I'm the coach killer here, man.
That's hysterical.
Well, listen, at least I didn't lose my job.
Well, yeah, it's a really fine line, as Dave Dombrowski once told us.
Fine line.
If you work with me, you either go up to drive time or you end up out of a job. One of the two.
Ah, damn it. I know what's going to happen to me.
Sean, you're next.
I'm not going to drive time. I can tell you that right now.
No, well, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I wasn't saying that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah.
I wasn't saying that. Anyway, so after it hasn't even been 6 months with you coming on full time?
March, first, second week of March.
All right, March, April, May, June, July, 5 months.
Yeah. Yep. Things move fast.
Feels like a lot longer. But when did you start doing a couple days a week?
I think in the new year, January.
Early.
Yeah, came back in October. Did once a week in like November, December. Got it going, and then January a couple more. Started doing some weekend stuff, and then March they were like, "Hey, do you want to do this full time?" Hell yeah!
Yeah, because I
Till
don't.
August.
I don't remember. Everything's a blur, Ray. I haven't even been doing the show for a year. We started last October. Originally, when I knew I was coming back to work with Mike, which nobody knew. It was kind of a secret and whatever. And then Mike's no longer with the station, and it's like, now what are we going to do? And it's like, okay, Ray's going to be your full-time producer. He's full-time. And it's a matter of adding somebody else to the show. And I didn't know who that was going to be, honestly. We were going to bring in some voices, and we were going to let it happen naturally. And I think that's what's going to happen with the morning show producer is we put the job out there. There's internal candidates. There's people from the outside that are interested, and we're going to know who it is when we know who it is. And the same thing happened with this show. Harry was great. Jason was great. Sean, which I never envisioned becoming available. Sean leaves iHeart, and now he's available. And I took about 3 seconds to text him and say, hey, sorry to hear, I got you.
I love it.
Are you interested?
Yeah, and I was like, hell yeah. It was an incredible timing for everything to happen, no doubt. I'll be upfront with you. When that happened, I didn't know. In the back of my mind, I'm just like, all right, I'm going to go start do some other things.
Is it over?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm getting a little bit up there. Got 2 kids. I had some, I got passion in the activation world, live events, that sort of deal. So I had some connections and exercised those, had some good conversations. But damn, man, it was a no-brainer, and I never thought I'd have an opportunity to come back here. And that's where we're at, man. These opportunities right here on the Fanatic don't come around often. So that's why we're not going to mess around. It's why we didn't mess around here to a point. Kicking the doors and let's go. Let's get to work.
Ray, everything happens for a reason, and I say this to people all the time, and it's like you think like, oh man, like now what I'm going to do, and then another door opens, and that's what happened with Sean, and we were lucky to get him to the station. So we have a nice run, and now you guys are taking over, and I'm moving to mornings with Andrew, and I've never been more excited for the station.
I just want to say this. Thank you. Number one, you know that where I stand on that. Obviously, getting me back into the conversation, getting back into the fold. Thank you. But, dude, we're rolling. Like we got a nice little setup. All right, the foundation is built.
We got it right now.
We got a nice house. We got a roof over our head. Our crappers are working, Ray. They're working.
We need some furniture.
Yeah. We don't have shelves. We're using paper plates.
No crown molding.
He doesn't even have dish soap. All right. So
I still haven't gone grocery shopping.
But
what do you use? Hand soap?
No.
So.
The house is nice, John. That's my point.
Yes.
So
good times are coming for the station.
We appreciate it.
So on the final show, Ray has concocted the top 5 moments from Middays the Marks over the last 10 months. And I have no idea what these are.
Oh, yes, Johnny Marks. These are my top 5 John moments here, all right? The fun for Sean and I will continue to work together, but for the 10 months I worked with you, Johnny, these are my favorite. And one of the things that became a constant in the early portion of this show, and really well beyond into this show, was things not working. Like your drop board. When Salciunas would leave, it would be dark, it wouldn't work, it would upset you. And it set you off to one point where somebody caught a stray that probably shouldn't have in the whole thing.
Okay.
Here is one of those days back in March where the drop board's not working.
I'm telling you, here's what happens.
Okay.
Oh, it's frozen. and then nobody sends a ticket to
Gotcha.
engineering
Oh, you got
or
to
anything
send.
like
you got to
that.
send the ticket.
Right, because if I say it, and then like, it'll be like, well, did we contact engineering? No. Oh, okay, great. So it's just going to give me a sledgehammer, and I'll fix it then. All right? And then Vito comes in, and his ass crack showing as he's sitting here.
Is he all right? What you just missed is Sean Bray spitting out his coffee.
So then,
I forgot about this one.
poor Vito, now he's underneath the console trying to fix it. And, like the...
Dude.
That goes on for another 30 seconds before Sean's able to gain his composure back because he spit all over the floor and the wall. His
my
coffee.
So when I come in here and Andrew's oblivious to the touch screen next to him not working, he's oblivious to temperature. It's pretty amazing.
He's a chameleon.
He really is. It's impressive.
Yeah.
So I'll come in and be like, well, the drop board's not working. Like, well, what the freak? And then they'll put in a ticket with engineering, and then nothing gets done with it. And then I get mad. Then Vito comes crawling in here, and his pants are falling down.
Oh.
So I got to look at his ass crack while I'm on the air when he's trying to fix the drop board. Right?
Yes, and I was taking a sip of coffee as you were saying that, and I've never done it before, but I literally spit all over this wall.
On the wall.
Or else it was going to go everywhere else. I just that was the funniest moment of the show.
People walked in the studio being like, it smells like coffee in
Yeah.
here. I'm like, well, yeah, Sean spit coffee all over the wall.
That new blueberry scent that they had. Over
Oh,
there.
it did. It was scented. Oh,
That was probably the funniest moment that I can remember. Yeah, I forgot about that. Nice pull, right?
me too.
We've broke news on this show, and we've made awful announcing. There's been one time in our history where we did both in the same moment. Joel Embiid was ruled out for a very crucial game in Houston due to illness.
You know what I'm talking about? The erratic Joel Embiid. Uh-oh.
Tell me he's ruled out.
Ray, do we have breaking news?
Yep, we do. This is according to Sixers Adam. The Sixers just ruled Joel Embiid out for tonight's game against the
Boom.
Rockets. He
Boom.
has an illness.
Boom. Boom.
Illness?
Boom. Boom.
Did I
For those
leave?
that are not watching on YouTube, John Marks has left the building.
Oh, an illness.
Joel Embiid ended up having emergency appendectomy surgery. We know the rest of the story, and there was an apology video up within a couple of hours.
But it didn't end there with me. I went on Unfiltered. I called it Unfiltered. I bullied my way on the air and crushed Embiid. Because I checked around. Nobody thought anything was wrong. I'll just say, including people that maybe were associated with the 76ers. And then it came out that he was having emergency surgery.
Yep.
And I felt like a total a-hole.
Yeah, that was a tough one because everything that we've been through, especially with what took place when that DC situation and
It's his own fault.
Yeah, so we were kind of definitely leaning that way, no doubt. But look, and then you later, right? I don't want to steal the thunder here, but you apologized. You said that's made off announcing.
I did it. Yeah, I put a video out there, and because I felt like an a-hole.
Yeah.
The dude was having surgery.
Yeah.
There has been very few times where I've been hesitant to crack the mic on this show. When I saw that breaking news, it was almost like, no, this is going to be an electric last out of the program. I almost don't want to hear what we have to say about Embiid after this one. And it was good. The reaction to that was perfect in the moment. It's just what it ended up being.
We were talking about Embiid, how he needs to play because the team needs the game.
Yep.
And in that moment, he gets ruled out for an illness.
Yep.
And it felt like he was still having a pity party because they benched him
Indeed.
before.
Yep.
Right.
Your team, your town, your 76.
It's his own fault. It really is. It's his own fault.
Yeah.
That we reacted like that. Not
So
my
number
fault.
3, something you love, phone calls. Something we got from your old buddy, Herb, a phone call. But this phone call was no ordinary phone call. This phone call was made from a very special place.
Herb, what's up, buddy?
What's happening, Johnny?
What are you doing?
You don't want to know, but I'm.
Well, that's why we asked.
Are
We
you-
do want to know.
Are you on the
I'm
toilet?
Okay. I had to, yeah, I'm on the toilet. I had the mute button. The mute button.
Double flusher?
Yeah, the mute. I didn't know the mute button was on somehow.
Are you really on the toilet?
Wait, are you?
I'm over at TJ Maxx. I got to pick up a couple of things over here at TJ
Oh shit,
Maxx.
the TJ Maxx turlet.
Hold on. You're on the hold on. You're in the bathroom on the toilet at TJ Maxx.
Yeah, TJ Maxx over near Frankfurt. You know, right near the Woodhaven exit. You know,
Frankfurt and Cotman.
That's unbelievable.
Jeez.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew of it, but I did not hear the actual audio. Yeah, he was on the crapper.
So Ray, I think we had him on hold for a long time, and when we finally went to him, he didn't start off the phone call on the crapper.
No.
That's where he ended up when I went to him.
He was more than happy to talk while he was on the crapper, though.
And it sounded like he was in a bathroom. He was.
Oh, you sniffed that out perfectly.
Literally.
Yeah.
Shout out to TJ Maxx for allowing customers to use their bathroom.
So then everybody starts sending me pictures of the TJ Maxx as they're driving by in Northeast Philly. Be like, here was Herb.
Herb is in there right now handling business. And oh, by the way, shopping for the latest knockoff Sixers jersey. Yeah, they sell real jerseys there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably, you could get Andre Drummond jersey.
Are you a TJ Maxx Ross Dress for Less guy?
Yeah, there's a couple over there off of Chemical Road. What's the one? I don't think it's a TJ Maxx. I think it is a Ross. So I'll check out Ross. There's another store there that's in that world.
They have Marshall's and Ross by us.
There you go. Yep, I stopped by Marshall's.
I typically go in and
not so much
go out.
Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if I have enough time, but yeah, I'll go to that.
Yeah, Marshall's doesn't do it for me.
How
Go
about Best Buy? Does anybody go to Best Buy anymore?
Is it Best Buy not longer?
There's a Best Buy right next to me, but I don't see anybody ever there.
Really?
What do you go to Best Buy for?
Stuff?
Like, give me an item.
I bought my wife a TV for her birthday. I bought.
Okay.
I needed some type of cord for the laptop.
That's when I went last time. Was it for a cord?
I got. Well, actually, no. I ordered the cable cords off of Amazon because I knew exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
No, but I still go to Best Buy.
And it's a shame because I like
appliances. Dude, I got a stove off of Best Buy. It was the best customer service I ever got. It was a younger guy that went to PV, Perkins Valley, and he said to me, he goes, listen, he goes, I can tell you of all the things I sell, what people don't come back complaining about that they broke. And it's like this right here. It was an LG. He's like, this one right here, everybody loves. This one right here, don't buy.
Nice.
And I was like, dude, thank you.
You need an appliance? Go to Best Buy. I like that.
Yep.
All right, from one day Martinez was into another. This one's breaking news, and this is the best reaction, pure reaction we've got from you on any breaking news. Bo Bichette went to the Mets. It wasn't about Bichette. It was about what happened 90 minutes later and what we were all leading up to.
Are the Phillies insane? Giving him a 3-year contract after all this? There's no market for him. You gave a 35-year-old catcher $15 million a year for 3 years? What? After they didn't want to do it the whole time? Now you're actually like, oh my God, do you not? I have words that I want to use that I could get away with the FCC that I don't want to use. I'm not going to do it. Let's start with a P. Are you serious? You just got strong-armed and given JT Realmuto the contract he wanted? You were dumb for giving him a 3-year contract anyway if you offered that. Are you crazy?
That was the best rant, bar none, of this program. And it's only number 2 because number 1 is so legendary.
Well, I don't want to say
don't
this.
remember what one is.
He's right about JT.
Oh, he was right.
Oh, my God.
217 average, 8 home runs, 38 RBIs.
He was also in the camo sweatsuit.
I was in the $200 camo. I never wore it for you, did I?
No.
Everybody was so mad that, I was wearing that stupid thing for the video. It was awesome. And it will go down as, I like JT Realmuto. He's a good defensive catcher. You literally bid against yourself, and you gave him a pity 3-year contract because you all of a sudden weren't re-signing him because you thought you had Bo Bichette. And Bo Bichette signs with the Mets, and now you're like, hey, JT, how about that 3-year contract you talked about? Like dumbasses. Oh, my God.
But the best rant and the number 1 moment of Middays with Marks has to come back to the number 1 story of Middays with Marks, Diana Rossini.
Oh.
And not just about Diana Rossini, but about her friends in the media, namely Stugatz.
Then I hear that she's shopping the story to Good Morning America or whatever. She's a freaking maniac and a lunatic.
And Stugatz wants her.
Oh, my God. You know what? I'd like to take Stugatz's head and put it in a toilet.
Yes.
Flush it.
Yes.
And the toilet that has the blue thing underneath the toilet. Stop it real fast. Pause it. And we were painted blue.
You were painted blue for this.
For the Sixers thing that we did.
Forgot about that one. 1,000 flushes?
Right, 1,000 flushes. Because how nauseating is him? Why doesn't Stugatz just come out and jump up and down and say, I know Diana Rossini. I know Diana Rossini. She thinks I'm hot. I'm telling you, she would do me. I love Diana Rossini. I love Diana Rossini. Like, oh, my God, dude. I know, Stugatz, I know that you know her and you talk to her by phone. I know that you're friends. I also understand that you're not going to talk about the conversation, but bringing up not talking about the conversation. I know Diana Rossini. I know Diana Rossini. He is such a loser. Like, seriously, he is such a loser.
That's great.
And he didn't respond to it because the awful announcing put that out there. And he had no response to it, which I respect.
None of them do.
Well, Craig Carton responded to me.
Well, about Rossini?
It's another loser.
No. What I meant was anybody that has ties of a friendship to her, they immediately curled up. They haven't said anything. You know, and when anytime anything else breaks, like Adam Schefter, he's quick on the trigger to talk about any other situations, but wanted no part of that one.
Yeah, most of them didn't want to talk
Dan
about
Patrick.
Dan Patrick never even brought it up, which is amazing considering he's legit. Dan Patrick talks about everything.
Long list.
Yep. Locally, Bo Wolf was arrogant about not wanting to talk about it, and he came off as a real J.O. for all that. So, like, whatever. And she's been exposed as a total fraud. So all those people that had her back, now they realize she was exposed as a total fraud.
Yeah.
They got nothing to say about it.
And I got a big issue with how the NFL. Where's that? We talk about the report of A.J. Brown. Where's this report from The Athletic? This New York Times
They're still
report.
working on it.
Yeah, they're working on it all right.
No, they actually are. It's going to be bad.
If they're honest and truthful about it, I don't think it's good.
Well, they fired her.
Yeah, correct.
So they don't have any reason not to.
Well, this is my thing, and I know this is deep, but the NFL can bury things. They can make things disappear. It's the NFL. You look at Spygate. I hate to bring it up, but how do you burn those tapes? Oh, the evidence. I've never heard of anything like that before. We got to burn the evidence. Got to get rid of it. I would love to see that. If those tapes ever saw the light of day, the NFL would have taken a monster hit, maybe the biggest hit in the history of that league. We're talking about Super Bowls. We're talking about cheating on Super Bowls. If those tapes saw the light of day, that would have been a whole nother monster they have to deal with. Same thing with this, the fact that she votes, awards, money, like there is a lot.
Yeah, it's a
that
lot
could
more,
be wrong.
It's a lot more shiesty than will ever get exposed because, yeah, you're one of the league's insiders that puts out information, and you're doing it from a standpoint of you're banging a coach. And now he's trying to trade for A.J. Brown, and you seem to be the expert on what's going on with A.J. Brown and the Eagles. I mean, how shiesty is that?
Yep.
Even if she really didn't have any information, which I knew the Patriots wanted A.J. Brown. I didn't need Diana Rossini to tell me that. But still, it looks really, really bad.
Yep.
And she's done. Here's what I think you're going to see from the report from the New York Times, that she used information, that she clearly used information from, like, in unjournalistic ways.
Sure.
Her ethics was crap. And I think they'll expose her for that. And nobody's care anyway.
No. You know, when I start to care about this again, it's when people open their mouth and say things like, all it was a hand-holding scandal, which tried to give FS1's Kevin Wildes a little love the other day, but that was his take. I saw. He said, he dismissed it as like a hand-holding scandal, quote. Yeah, it's nothing. No, dude. There's a lot more, and I hope we will learn it, but I just am hesitant to have those expectations because we know they can make things disappear.
All right. Well, there you go. Oh, no, the NFL is very much like there's nothing to see here because we say so, and everybody says, what do you mean?
And we kick the ball off.
All right, here we go. Yeah, no, just ignore it.
The season's here, baby.
And I'm right there.
That's it. It's a beautiful thing.
Season is almost here. How about that?
Dude, they played last night. They had a lot of players playing last night in preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Rookies. I'm Mendoza up. I'm all about the Raiders. Jeremiah Love looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there were some, you're going to be rolling out there, some scrubs. I don't really have too much of attention, but I feel like maybe we might see something different in preseason. I don't know. I don't expect the Eagles to play to anybody on Saturday.
No. Jalen Hurts will not play. Is Jalen Hurts playing in the preseason?
I would say no.
I would say no.
No shot.
They don't have value But you'll see some Lemon should be out there playing. You're going to see Wicks out there. I don't know if Devontae needs to get.
You think we see Lemon?
Maybe not this week.
Yeah.
He's been injured.
Correct. Yeah,
But he should play at some point.
Absolutely. Now, we did see that they were working on the field afterwards, which was great. Mekhi Lemon and Jalen Hurts down at the Jeff, which is awesome. Good. But he is dealing with a little bit of an issue right now.
Yep. All right, coming up. Sean Brace woke up upset this morning about Kurt Herbstreit. And a bunch of other people, too?
Oh, yeah, the list is long.
He's just mad at everybody.
Everybody. The strait's still closed, boys.
I'm like pissed.
Yeah, the strait is closed.
Oh.
No ships are getting to where they need to be. It's not good right now at the house.
Yep.
Tough sledding.
So when that's the case, Sean gets mad at everybody. Mad Sean Brace. Coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97. pepperoni guy, Sean?
Yeah.
Ray, do you like
Love
sausage?
Love those nipple pepperonis too.
They're the big ones?
Yeah.
You like big areolas, you're saying?
Yeah, that's what they call them.
No, I'm not talking about on pizza.
Oh.
You're the one that brought it up.
Yeah, sure. You know. I feel like
I can see Ray being a big areola guy.
I feel like when they get the augmentation, right? When they get them the implants, those get a little bit bigger.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's feel fact.
610-632-0975 if you're familiar with that. So, Ray, do you like pepperoni or sausage?
More of a pepperoni guy.
Are you a
myself.
pepperoni guy?
Yeah.
All right, me too.
My nipples are erect for the rest of my life. Did you guys know this one? Yeah, I've told you this story.
I don't know if you have.
I feel like I would remember if you told me this story.
Sean, if you're not watching on YouTube, has unbuttoned his shirt and is. Why are you massaging your nipples?
I'm not massaging. No, I again was really stupid back in the day, as if I'm smart now. But high school
got 'em
days.
pierced.
Yeah, I got them pierced at a party.
At a party?
Yeah, my buddy pierced both of my nipples at a party. It was at my house.
See, couldn't you have waited till Monday to do this?
No. So what happened was, the ice cube, boop, put it in there, and I had it. They were good, but literally the one got infected like that weekend, so that had to come out. This one stayed in for a little bit. The issue is, and this is something I never knew, once you do that, once you pierce your nipples, is erect the right word?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people know what you're talking about. So you never lose the nipping.
I'm always poking.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you would. You don't really pay attention to me, John. I'm upset about that.
No, but I didn't know that if you get them pierced, that means that you're forever nipping.
I didn't know that either.
Your eyes are up there, Sean. I'm always looking at your eyes.
Maybe I would have not. I don't know if I would have done that if I would have known that this is something that could come down. Anyways, yeah, that was 17. That was senior year of high school.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right around there.
Maybe I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that was a bad
You
call.
could have known the consequences, and you probably still would have done.
Yeah, for sure.
I was brain dead.
Yep, I agree with that. All right, so Sean, you woke up this morning.
Speaking
you
of,
didn't get yourself a gun, but you went on social media.
Yeah, right on the same wavelength there. So I go on social media, and as usual, I want to start my day by getting fired up and getting upset with somebody's take, normally about Jalen Hurts, but I digress. This time it was Kirk Herbstreit. Now, you could sit there and say that everybody loves Kirk and he's really good at what he does, and he is. When it comes to calling the college game, I think Kirk Herbstreit's fantastic. NFL game, I think it's a little much. I understand why they did it. I don't think the booth, a lot like Kate's and Allah, I don't think Al does Kirk any favors. So maybe Kirk could be even better if he had somebody that could actually call a better game for him.
Agreed.
All respect to Al Michaels. Anyways, so Kirk fires up social media and said, was great to see the Sunshine Scooter this evening in Orlando. I had an appearance with the folks at Citrus Bowl. Yeah, get that money. So guess what? He's still traveling with the dog.
Oh.
The dog is with him everywhere. And it's just like, really? Does the dog have to come with you everywhere? Is this what you are known for from here on out? Did you really need a gimmick? Did you? Like, I mean, for crying out loud, can the dog stay home? See, this is the issue, though. It comes back to the fact that you guys were taking shots at me because I'm a cat man. Well, I'll tell you all you dog people this.
Cat man.
My cat does not leave my house. All right?
You're not taking it on the plane with you?
My cat stays home. You wouldn't even know I had a cat unless I told you.
I didn't know you had
Kirk
a cat.
Herbstreit can't take a picture without the dog. The dog is always with me. I just had enough. I've had enough of the dog.
Yeah, I have too, honestly. He's a dog guy. That's great. But the dog gets a lot of play. You know that he flies privately with the dog. You know that the dog goes everywhere that he does, which is great. If he wants to bring the dog everywhere, bring the dog everywhere.
No, it's not.
I don't need to hear about it. I'm dogged out with Herbstreit. I agree.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out on the dog.
I actually would like if you started bringing your cat everywhere.
The cat would be crazy. He'd be climbing up walls.
Millie Petrilli brings the cat. He's got the cat backpack. He's got the playground thing he takes outside.
That's a little weird.
Oh, it's more than a little weird.
I once knew this dancer, and she was, I use that term lightly, but she would
like a ballet dancer.
Yeah, she performed. There you go, exactly. Yeah, she was performing. She literally was walking around Fairmount with 2 cats in a stroller. And it had like this little like aquarium vibe to it where they could look out. But it's just weird to me. Cats are supposed to be at home unless they're outdoor cats. Those exist, whatever. But the dog, like, no. The dog should not be coming inside the office. The dogs should be roaming. The dog should be in the backyard. The dog should be at your house. Like,
Don't we have dogs that are in MMR? Do people bring their dogs in?
People have before.
Yeah, I've seen dogs around here. I mean, regular basis, I don't think dogs should be running around the office.
Again, this comes back to the fact that it's a bad thing that I'm a cat guy. All right, well, for all you dog people out there that allow this is on you. The fact that Herb Street can't travel without his dog and it's got to be in every picture, this is on you, the dog people.
No, but the real issue is that he's got to tell everybody over and over and over again.
It's not the dog people.
It is the dog.
It's not the dog people. This goes back to the Bill Simmons is getting people in car accidents thing.
He is.
You're blaming Kirk Herbstreit, and you're starting to make this a whole big dog people thing. No, Kirk is alone in this. He is the problem. Kirk
Agreed.
Herbstreit's the problem in this.
Yeah, not
Have
dog
something
people.
else interesting about you.
There you
Please, God, I'm begging you.
You're very much acting like Club Hertz with the interception. As a cat person, you're taking offense because you're a cat person. You're seeing it from that lens.
It's fair.
I just think it's annoying that he's always like I think it's great he wants to bring his dog everywhere. Knock yourself out. It doesn't need to be the lead in every Kirk Herbstreit picture and
And now
story.
anybody that's there covering the game, it's their first thing. Oh, I'm going to get a picture of Kirk Herbstreit's dog and post about it because everybody loves a dog.
Gotta have the dog.
I will say I know some people, and from what I hear, the dog's a pain in the you-know-what to deal with around that set.
I bet.
Is that right?
Yeah, just, you know.
It's a
The
pup.
dog's a diva?
Oh, yeah. Dog needs attention.
It's a
lot
pup.
of it.
It's a pup. It's not like a 10-year-old golden retriever.
So here's what I'll say about Kirk, and I've interviewed him, and he's been great. I like Kirk Herbstreit a lot.
Same.
Once upon a time, I applied for a job. It was 97.1 FM. In Columbus. I applied for the job when it wasn't a sports station. It was like a Q102 type station, whatever it was, like a hot AC station, whatever it is. And I was a finalist for the job of being, I don't even remember what it was. It was on the morning show.
Okay.
Imagine if I would have gotten that and left
Hell yeah.
Philadelphia for it.
Ohio
Anyway,
State football, Buckeyes.
Anyway, I didn't get the job. They folded the station, and it became a sports station. I think it's 97.1 The Fan. It's owned by Tenga, I believe. Anyway, Herbstreit had a show on that station for a long time. Known as quite the diva.
Oh, wow.
As a radio host.
He's been doing it forever. It wouldn't surprise me. He's been literally in the eye, of the lights, the bright lights on ESPN since 1992. I think College Game Day they rolled him out there. I get it, but I just keep the dog home. Okay, Kirk, keep the dog home. But now it's his personality. It's what he's known for. So now he's got to bring it out. He feels forced.
Right. Oh, so Mike Miss used to bring the dog in. Because Mike was a late dog guy. He had the cat, and then
Mike turned into a dog guy?
When he got the new house, he got the dog. What was Sheba was the name?
He got a dog?
Yeah.
He was a cat guy.
I know. And then when the cat died, he got the dog.
Yeah, I'm
as a companion.
I had a dog once. I had a boxer.
I actually used to have Lex. Lexi used to come in to work with me.
And Lexi was crazy. Lexi
on
was crazy.
Saturdays.
Lexi was crazy.
So Jack Russell. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she used to just hang out. She would run the hallways and stuff. Saturday mornings, I didn't bring her in through the week.
Yeah, and to Mike's credit on this one, it was a once a month occurrence while the cleaner was at the house.
Okay, because Bill says always brought the dog in.
Yeah, well, Bill.
I've learned that Bill maybe exaggerates.
Yeah.
Those are dog people. Dog people bring their dogs everywhere.
All right.
And cat people just got to tell you about their cat.
Millie Petrilli says he's bringing Teddy out to the bars tonight. His cat. Yeah, dude.
No. Yeah, don't bring the cat up.
I've heard, and I don't know because I don't have a dog, that the dog park bar thing where they're starting to pop up these outdoorsy bars setups where you can bring your dog.
Oh,
whole thing.
God.
Great place to meet people. I don't know that. I don't have a dog. That's not necessarily my scene, but I've heard that that's a place to go meet people.
I'm not anti-dog people. I'm not anti-dog.
Yeah, but that's annoying.
Thank you.
I don't. If you like now we have to put bars out at dog parks so people can take the dog out. Oh, it's so much fun.
Well, I drink, then like, the dogs like each other, and you get started into a conversation. Again, doesn't sound like the way I'd meet someone.
Oh, like it's a running club. I can see how people would they bond over their dogs.
Right.
Awesome. That's great.
Great pastimes, running and taking care of
See,
dogs.
Ray, I could see Sean starting a cat page for his cat. Or excuse me, Petrilli doing that.
Yes, definitely.
Club
That's
cat.
Yeah. No, not me.
Because I've had friends that started, before you have kids, you obsess over the dog, so you get the dog an Instagram page. Because like, oh, our dog's so cute, it's a puppy. And then you post all the time, and then you have a kid, and you never post again on the dog Instagram page. Petrilli should start an Instagram page. Club Hurts and his cat.
Does he need another Instagram page?
Those cats.
Probably not. All right, coming up. So we talked about the quarterback list with Jalen Hurts, and I don't understand the anger towards the Herb Street dog stuff. I understand the anger towards this, because imagine if Jalen Hurts is bringing his wife or his girlfriend to practice and snuggling with her on the sideline, because that's what a lot of these quarterbacks that are on the list higher than Jalen Hurts are doing. We'll discuss next. Middays with Marks. Nice. Pizza Ray, have you had it?
I have not.
All right. Well, that's where we're going with. Sean's angry a lot.
Yeah.
Today, you have anger towards a lot of people.
Yeah, I woke up on the wrong side.
All right, Ray, you have something on meeting women at dog parks?
Yeah, immediately we start talking about it. Text the text line. Hottest woman I have ever been with was met at a dog park. I'll stick with it.
Huh.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if it works for you, go for it. I'm married and don't really have free agency on my mind, so the idea of going to a dog park to meet women's.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not really saying that for you guys. I'm just saying it's a thing that's happening now.
Yeah, you don't go get
for sure. Oh, no, I'm not just saying for me. It's just kind of annoying.
Don't go buying a dog, Ray. A dog is a lot like a child.
No, I'm not going to buy a dog.
That you can leave alone in the house.
For how long? Because all you dog people tell me that you can't do it. Like, oh, I got to watch. Got to bring the dog.
It depends on the dog's age. And
yeah,
a dog should be able to hold its pee for 8 hours. Anything going over that, they pee the floor, they pee the floor. You also can't leave a bowl of water for the dogs. It'll lap the water up and it'll have to pee.
Give that email out. I'd love to see those replies to the 8 hours. Oh, you can leave a dog alone. I agree with you, but I guarantee people, I can't leave my dog alone for an hour.
Right. Well, if you got to go to work, you got to work, right?
Whatever. And I saw somebody in YouTube chat that nailed it. Bad dog people ruin it for good dog people.
Agreed.
And right now, Herb Street falling into that category. He's made it totally about his personality, and he feels like he can't show up to an event without his dog. What are you doing, dude?
I agree with you. All right, so what's something else that needs? Give it to me. Give me your anger.
All right, so again, I know Jeremy Fowler meant well, and like it's not his list, but it is list season. And how many times did we hear Justin Herbert's in front of Jalen Hurts?
Every list.
How many times did we hear Joe Burrow is in front of Jalen Hurts?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, but hang on.
Rightfully so.
Those guys don't have Super Bowl championships.
They certainly don't.
All right. Jackson Dart, I don't believe has reached that status just yet, but there are plenty of people itching to push Jackson Dart high on the list. That diva up there in New York. I can't wait for it to crash and burn because they think he is the guy. Anyways, there's an article out there today that showed not one, not two, but all three of those quarterbacks romantically canoodling with their wives and girlfriends and fiancés on the practice field. Again, post-practice. I know that this isn't while they're out there running plays, but it's just not a good look. It's just not. If you're going to sit there and tell me, and we're going to have 13 million views on Jalen Hurts throwing an interception at practice, well, this is ridiculous. And for crying out loud, thank God Jalen Hurts is not doing this. Thank God he's not one of these dudes that are being photographed while their wife or girlfriend is literally pushing their hair behind their ears and just kissing on the practice field. Dude, this is time to work. Family time will be there.
Damn right.
I need you to focus. You are the quarterback of my franchise. I can't believe Harbaugh is signing off on this. He's lost his touch. Both of them.
I mean,
both Harbaughs.
I can't believe that you want your wife or girlfriend to come to practice. You go give him a peck on the cheek before you go out and do it. That's fine. What I saw Justin Herbert doing was ridiculous.
Yep.
And I wish that he was playing here and did it here because it would be fun to talk about it.
You can't be a top 10 quarterback and participating, while you're, again, maybe they're trying to get the content out there. Who knows? I don't know if there's anything that's, a side quest or trying to get that video. Who knows how that works? But regardless, I need my quarterback studying coverages, not Love Island.
No, it's not appropriate.
It's not.
There's no reason to do it. You can snuggle with her at home. You can give her a kiss when you leave, right? The only thing it can do is your teammates may roll their eyes at it and say, like, really?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know it would bother me. I'll leave it like this, Ray. If you were bringing in, if you started dating some beautiful woman, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, yeah, let's go. All right, let's meet. Let's start the show. And she's in the meeting.
Yeah.
In the pre-show meeting. Or I look in and she's in the studio with you and you're talking to her, not paying attention to the show.
Right.
Like, no. And by the way, so you're the producer. That's a little bit different. Let's say that I started coming in and, bringing my wife in again to work, bringing my girlfriend in again to work, and she's sitting right there. And, oh, look, she's sitting right there. She's not on the air, but she's laughing, and I'm like looking at her, and I'm saying jokes because I'm trying to make her laugh and not worried about the show. That's what Justin Herbert's doing.
Yep. I don't know when the line, started to disappear, but like in your 9 to 5, your significant other isn't coming, right? Like, why is this changing?
Okay, so like next week, I'm gonna bring because my kids don't have school, so I'm going to bring them in. I'm gonna go home because I gotta pretty much leave right away because I gotta go home because they don't start school and we don't have childcare, so I gotta go home and. I'm going to bring them down when I'm not working because I want them to see the station. I want them to remember me working on the radio. I want them to meet you guys or whatever when I'm not working. And then we're going to leave and go home. Could you imagine?
She's been there at all of the practices, Madison
That's
or
outrageous.
whatever her name is.
No, it's outrageous.
Herbert's girlfriend.
I would love for you to bring Kelly in and hang out for a little. It would be great. It'd be great for her to come in. She's been a listener before you met her.
Yeah.
It'd be great for her to come in. Every day.
She's not responding to my text messages.
You guys are snuggling on the couch during a break?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Pushing my hair behind my ears.
Yeah, I've decided I'm resuming my dating life, and that's going to be a major feature of Brace and Dunn, where I'm just going to have a woman in there caressing my hair as we do the show.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You're going to resume, and you're going to live it publicly?
Hey, Jim, I don't know.
Just remember, you can give details that you want and don't want. You don't have to share everything.
Here's a question for you. Let's head back into DeLorean. What would have happened if Donovan McNabb, 2002-03, rolls into practice at Lehigh with his lady?
I think we know what would happen.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus, Jalen threw an interception, and you would have thought that they lost the Super Bowl because he threw up. Yeah, he threw his interception. Imagine if he did that. What you're saying is, and this is where I agree. Sometimes we have to take a step out of our insane bubble that we live in and realize that there's a lot of reasons to be very thankful for having Jalen Hurts as our quarterback.
You're damn right.
One of them being he's not on social media fighting with people. He's not into any of the other crap that you're seeing with these guys right here.
Ooh.
Jalen Hurts is about one thing and one thing only.
What's that?
Business.
That's right. Are you in Club Hurts?
I am in Objective Club Hurts, which is the place to be.
All right.
There are a lot of reasons to be thankful for Jalen Hurts, and one of which is we're not dealing with a guy that has to have his girlfriend shown off at practice.
All I know is when we start to evaluate quarterbacks now, we need to add that category. Arm strength, accuracy, pocket presence, and whether or not you're going to become relationship content at training camp. It's absurd. All three of them. Herbert, Burrow, Dart. Off my top 10 list.
No, it's outrageous. And like you had said, this is where the head coach needs to step in and say, listen, Justin, we love you. You're the quarterback. But the fact that you're even thinking this is okay is that's a major problem. A major problem.
If it's not now, it will be. It will be a problem.
Oh, you don't think that they're talking about that behind the scenes?
It's an article today with other quarterbacks involved. It was already focused on him solely. Like, this isn't going anywhere. And I'm buying into everything that's being sold my way with McDaniel, being Herbert, all that. But that makes me want to go the opposite way and root for him to fail. Stay home.
And he may just do that.
Here to work.
All right. Well, there you go. This is the final News at Noon with Ray Dunn. How about that? Unless I come back to the show and you have to go back into being...
Misread the calculations.
So, probably, most likely, the final News at Noon with Ray. What do you got in store for us today there, Raymond?
Oh, we got Darius Slay on John Clark's podcast telling a post-retirement story. We got Michael Irvin's take on retiring jerseys. And maybe one of the dumbest things I've ever heard to wrap up News at Noon with me, courtesy of Michael Porter Jr.
Excellent. The News at Noon with Ray Dunn and the top News at Noon open. As per Ray Dunn, you will hear coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Field of Dreams found a win. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies were looking for something to feel good about. And the feel-good story of the Field of Dreams game gave them just that, a 7-1 victory over the Twins. Kyle Schwarber, a pair of home runs, including a leadoff homer. Aaron Nola went 5 innings, struck out 9, talking about the experience after the game.
It was a really nice pitch here. It was a beautiful field, beautiful scenery. Fans were great. So it was really cool to check this one off. And definitely we'll look back at this later on in my career and after I'm done.
The look back at this is the start of the 3-game set with the Twins that continues tomorrow. A day off today for the Phillies. 2 games in Minnesota over the weekend. Over the weekend, we get our first look at the Birds. Well, some of them, at least. Preseason opens up down in Baltimore against the Ravens, 7 o'clock Saturday night. 76ers full schedule came out yesterday. We knew the opener, but just in case you need to be reminded about it, October 20th at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks. 34 nationally televised games, 13 back-to-backs for your Sixers. This update is brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. The McComb Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories from pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands. Count the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
All right, back Middays with Mark's the final show.
I want to plug something if you don't mind, real quick.
Sean the plug?
Yeah, there you go. On the new Brace and Dunn show, we're rolling out a segment, and it's called Live, Laugh, LeBron.
Oh,
all right.
Well, you stole that from my header. Live, laugh, love.
Oh, yes, exactly.
It's my saying.
He is a 14-year-old boy on Instagram. It's been my take for a long time. I'm pretty sure everybody would agree with me. And we could talk about that because he's never had a full-on childhood. He didn't have, those teenage years. So it's kind of an odd conversation to get to. But regardless, he's a very positive individual via the Instagram stories. But he fires him, John. Do you follow him on Instagram? The King. Do you follow?
No.
Oh, you got to follow him.
His name is LeBron.
I'll just give you one, and we're going to have some fun with it. It's going to be on Tuesday. It's going to be our first one we're going to do. But he posted this today. Good morning. And this is with the verb bittersweet symphony playing underneath it. Good morning. May your day begin with a smile on your face.
Bittersweet symphony?
Yes,
really?
Yes.
awesome.
Calm in your mind, love in your heart, clarity in your vision, warmth in your heart, and joy in your soul. May your cup overflow with gratitude and pure awesomeness today. Oh, yeah.
I hate the new. I hate the fill your cup because I hear that.
Yes.
Now I hear that a lot from people.
My cup runneth over, John.
Right. It's like I just hear that a lot.
Well, I'm a big NBA Cup guy, so that's going to be my saying. Let our cups run over.
So will LeBron fill your NBA cup?
You're damn right.
Huh.
Live, laugh, LeBron coming next week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun with it.
I like that. Ray, is that on your well you put what is it? You don't put her, him, her. What do you put on your
He, him would be the.
you do he, him?
He, him.
Oh, you're
yeah.
a pronoun
He, him,
guy.
his.
Are you a pronoun guy, Ray?
They're not on my profile, but if you needed to ask, those would be the pronouns to
okay.
use. Yeah.
Now, are you applying for the WNBA draft?
I,
or no?
I will not be applying.
Just checking. I saw Enos Cantor is trying to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That seems real productive. Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Welcome to 2026.
Unbelievable. What do we do?
Let's get to the final news at noon with Ray Dunn. What do we got?
News at noon.
I agree
yeah.
with you.
News at noon. News at noon.
When it's lunch and you're wondering what will you do?
News at noon.
So you reach for a sandwich and turn on YouTube.
News at noon.
And my man Ray fills you in on the news.
News at noon.
And I knew there was no help from show.
News at noon.
So give us Skip, Stephen and Mad Dog some bad player podcasts. Drive us crazy. So bring it to us, Ray. So here is the news at noon.
In all seriousness, what we made of the segment, Ray, I'm very, very proud of.
Yeah, absolutely.
It started off as 3 innocuous stories, and it turned into Petrilli screaming like he's in AC/DC.
That's fantastic.
That's the best one. You're absolutely right.
Can we also go above the segment to what Petrilli has become? Petrilli was the sleeping content giant that was awoken by Middays with Marks.
It's true.
Really?
I've always felt like I've been a good developer of callers and other contributors, and Petrilli is a long list of people.
Yeah. This is so great.
I love Petrilli.
I would like to issue an apology to one man.
All right, how about 38 special?
I didn't get one more for the road for Mad Dog.
Oh, he's off this week.
Yeah, that's the difficult part. You know, it was a tough week for him to take off, but
All right, how about 38
I'd like
special?
to thank him from this show and prior to this show for all the content that he gave me on News at Noon, because he really is a juggernaut of a man.
He sure is. All right.
To today's News at Noon, Darius Slay went on the Takeoff podcast with John Clark, talked Eagles, talked Philadelphia, and talks retirement. At his retirement party, he did something he had never done before, and that's drink alcohol. He had never had a sip of alcohol in his life. Talked through the experience with John Clark.
Were you almost passing out from your first shot?
Nah, I was sweating though. I was sweating. It's hot. It was hot. It was hot. Then they tried to keep me to drink me about 2 or 3 more. Man, I almost tapped out. I said, I can't do this. I'm scared. I was scared.
Wow. So you had never had that feeling before? You were buzzed, or would you say were you drunk?
Honestly, what I did a great job was that people said is that I spaced them out. I didn't take them back to back to back because I was scared. Cause I'm like, I want to remember my party. Like, what? So I just took me one, like every hour and a half.
And then a lot of water in between?
Oh, lots of water.
Going shots for the beginning of your drinking career feels a little much. I understand it's a retirement party. I understand it doesn't sound like you have much control over it, but shots to open up your drinking career? Bold.
Yeah. That's a non-drinker for sure. Hopefully he doesn't get all of a sudden now he's like, wow, it opened this whole new great thing in life.
At the age of 34?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. You never know. I saw Brad Pitt's off the wagon. He was sober.
Oh, so he's not sober anymore.
Yeah, he's not sober. I saw that after 7 years of no booze.
Really?
He's back. So you don't want to see that.
Wait, is that like he said, screw it, I'm going to start drinking again? Or he was cited somewhere all hammered?
He did. I believe it was on a podcast. But at the same time, you know,
all right.
I don't know if he has issues and stuff like that. That's what it comes down to, right? Like, if there's people that have issues in their past, you don't want them to be drinking. A guy like Darius Slay, if all of a sudden he's like, you know what, I don't mind having a margarita next time I'm on vacation. Okay, not the end of the world. Also, newsflash, there are a lot of people that don't drink anymore. There are a lot of people that are saying, you know what, I'm good on the alcohol. I don't like the hangovers, the headaches, the next day where it takes me off my game. Like, there's a lot more of those people than ever before. And, oh, by the way, younger than ever, too.
And that's why I closed down the bar last night.
My man,
Somebody's
Ray.
got to keep Morgan's Pier open, and I was
Ray.
all about doing that last
You did
night.
Morgan's Pier last night.
I did.
On a Wednesday.
Thursday.
Oh,
But good
that's
try
right.
on
Thank
that
you.
one.
Spoken like a true drinker. And we're pretty sure Ray isn't an alcoholic yet. He's he's bordering on he's still young.
I mean, technically, was I an alcoholic at that age? I think so, right? Definition-wise?
The standards would have been dropped, too, for that.
No, we kid with you.
Yeah.
Here's where when it becomes a problem with getting arrested, DUIs, affecting your job, relationships, your health, things like that.
Yeah.
So I just Googled Brad Pitt alcohol. New York Times writes, Brad Pitt's return to drinking is not unsafe, experts say, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Then the Hollywood Reporter says addiction experts on Brad Pitt, alcoholics are a horrible source of information about drinking. Bradley Cooper's concerned about him coming back to drinking.
Yeah.
And Conor McGregor ends his alcohol sobriety in support of Brad Pitt.
What?
That seems like less of a good idea.
Oh, my goodness.
Brad Pitt drinking again? Addiction experts react.
Look, again, the history comes into play. So this just as somebody that knows nothing about Brad Pitt's history, if the guy wants to have a glass of wine, he's an adult, he can do that. But if he has history, violence, all that nonsense, I don't know, Jim.
He probably stopped drinking for a reason.
Yep.
Brad Pitt said family stuff drove him to suicidal thoughts.
Whoa.
It's another headline from Rolling Stone.
Dude, I love Brad Pitt. I do.
There's people that I've known my whole life, or most of my life, that are really like great people. And even when they drink, they're fun. And then they reach the point where they're no longer fun and they become destructive to themselves and others.
Yeah, that's not good.
And that's where you need to check yourself with the drinking.
Correct. I totally, and that is not in a joking manner. You're right. You're 100% correct on that. And I just think everybody's situation is different. That's all.
Right, like with Ray, I'm a little bit concerned.
My boiling point, though, is not the I'm annoying to be around in a bad way. It's like, all right, dude, stop telling me you love me so much. Like, I'm that type of drunk where it's like, if I hit a certain point, it's like, oh, God, Ray's about to tell us all how much he
Oh, is that what you get like?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a happy drunk.
I'm a very happy drunk.
I'm a happy drunk, too. But, like, I would say I used to black out, and then I would wake up, and I wouldn't remember taking a cab home.
Ooh.
And, like, I didn't hurt anybody, but I could have hurt myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've left that in the past. That's a past thing. You can say through 10 months of working with me. The
Right.
latest the show sheet got to you is 6:45.
No, you're very responsible. No, you're with that. But these would happen when I would drink Red Bull. So everybody would be like, no, I didn't even know you were drinking a lot. I'm like, oh, yeah, I was. The Red Bull canceled it out.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Gives you wings.
I'm sipping one right now.
All right, moving on.
How ironic.
Michael Irvin. Obviously, this week has been all about jersey retirement with Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, the whole thing. So everyone's digging up clips of people talking about having their jerseys retired. One of those people being Michael Irvin. And I think he's got the best take on it.
Why would I want my number retired? When you retire the number, they put it in the rafters. And as soon as you leave time and go to eternity, they say, oh, lost Michael today. Back to the game. That's it. That's all you get. That's the only time you get your flowers. With CeeDee Lamb wearing number 88, every Sunday he step on the football field. When he misses a ball, they said Mike Irvin wouldn't have dropped that. If he catches, if he catches the ball, they said look like Mike Irvin. So no matter what, I get my flowers every Sunday. I don't understand why everybody don't do this.
If you put aside the fact he's a cowboy, it's an electric point.
Yes.
No, Michael Irvin's awesome. Once he stopped playing football, he's been great. He's great in the media. You see the other thing that he said in the last week?
Oh, no.
I don't know what podcast it was on. It was on a podcast. It was on somewhere.
The White House, his show?
I don't know.
That's his show on Netflix called The White
No,
House.
I don't know. I don't know what it was from. You can probably quickly Google it. So he's talking about how white athletes don't have to deal with the family always asking for something. And he talks about how he owns 9 homes and like 7 of them are lived in by his family members. And they've lived there for the last 30 years without paying rent. And he's like, Michael, I need new cabinets in the kitchen. And he's like, you need new cabinets in the kitchen? You haven't paid a damn cent in 30 years for rent. Oh, it's hilarious.
The playmaker's the best.
He's the best.
I know there's a lot of people that just don't get down with him because he's a cowboy, but man, Michael Irvin brings it. He's the best.
Unhinged at times.
Quickly on the number retirement nonsense, especially what's taking place in D.C. There was more chat there. Did you read up on all that?
He had to come out with a statement.
Yeah.
He's only focused on football in Washington.
I think I see it from both angles, and if you don't know, I'll just give you Cliff Notes. Ultimately, Brian Kelly said to this player that he or said to Jaden Daniels that no one would wear that jersey. Insert Lane Kiffin. He gets a new recruit. He told the kid he could wear the jersey.
That's very, very Lane-ish to do that
feels like
too.
Lane, yeah.
I could see it from both sides. I just don't know that it's all beneficial for Jaden Daniels to do this.
No, it should have never been public. They should have never put it. His side should have never put out a statement. I don't know if LSU leaked it to try to make him look bad. I haven't followed it that closely.
Supposedly he wants the Heisman Trophy back. It's ugly.
Yeah, I saw.
It's ugly. Yeah, because you don't think this took place this week. Season's right around the corner. This has been going on behind
at
the
least
scenes.
for a little bit.
Nobody looks good, period, in the story.
No.
Even the recruit. Now, if you're the recruit who apparently was like, I wear number 5 my whole life, wouldn't you say at this point in time, you know what? I'm going to be the bigger man. Let me change my number.
No, because Jaden Daniels isn't doing that. Like, what does Jaden Daniels care?
Yeah. Oh, wow, this guy's going to wear number 5.
Right.
Like what Michael Irvin just said. If he stinks, it's going to be, wow, what a disrespect to Jaden Daniels. People talking about how great you were.
Right. I don't know. I mean, like, I agree with you. No, you know what? I see neither side. Who cares?
They're both
It's stupid.
Everybody's looking bad.
stupid.
Everybody.
I didn't know retiring college players' numbers was a thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is.
There's only a couple.
Yeah.
As we went over yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right,
You
Ray.
named your son after Lane Kiffin, right?
Kind of looks more and more like Lane Kiffin. I'm not lying to you.
Oh.
Does look like Lane. Well, Lane's a good-looking dude.
Oh, it's not that Lane's good. Yeah, all right. Michael Porter Jr., folks. Terrible take.
Not even that much, really.
He's talking about selling his championship ring and what that would mean to him.
Not even that much,
Really?
or what? It doesn't mean nothing to me.
All right, so it will be a number.
Because you got the championship.
I got the championship. That's why do I need the ring? That's like trophies when you were growing up. I don't know if you played sports. You got a trophy.
We got participation trophies.
I was a good athlete. I don't know about you.
You don't care about those anymore. I got a ring. Everybody knows I got a ring that's stamped on but I don't really care about the materialistic ring of it.
Okay, this is like the most cliche question, but
if I go broke, I'm selling that joint.
Yeah, and you know what? You said it's a bad take. I've heard so many athletes say they don't even know where it is, or it doesn't. Because if you need money, you need money. You're going to sell it, right?
I understand that.
But they won the championship. I actually I like that take. I won the championship. I don't care about the ring. And then you have other people that take the ring and it's a real badge of honor. Like, I earned this sucker, and it means something to them, and I like that too. But it just depends. Like, for instance, Ray, I've been doing radio for over 20 years, and I have a lot of stuff in the 20 years that I've gotten from being at World Series, being at Super Bowls, all these things. They're thrown in some bin. I have memorabilia and collectibles from my time in radio that are like really, really cool things. Sean's the type of guy that you go in his basement and he has stuff displayed and he has stuff up on the walls. Yeah. And it's like, wow, it's really cool. I got paint on the walls in my basement. I got nothing displayed at all. Yeah. That's just me.
Maybe it's because I came from a family of displaying things.
I do not display.
Yeah.
The coolest thing that I've ever gotten, when they closed down KYW News Radio Studios and they moved over to where they are right now.
You got Brian Seltzer's mic flag?
I do not. Oh. But I have these pictures that they took down from the walls that are pictures from like the 40s. From like anchors doing stuff. They're really, really cool pictures. And they meant so much to me, they're still sitting in my storage and I did nothing with them. I still have them. But they're like really, really cool. I'm like, man, I want to hang them in my basement. Never did.
Two things. One, I would say the players back in the day, those rings versus what the rings are today are completely different. We know that, the values.
The values.
So, yeah, it's ridiculous. Also, Michael Porter Jr., I was still dying this hill. He was the one injured guy that I wanted the 76ers to draft. He's a hell of a talent, still fills it up. I know he dealt with some back injuries, all that. But if you look at his numbers last year with the Brooklyn Nets, 24 points per game. He's his own worst enemy, so hopefully he could keep it straight. But, man, I wish they would have pulled the trigger and drafted him back in 2018.
Man, his brother actually is an NBAer too. Is he available, Ray?
He's a great bench player. He's a guy that you want to come off the bench to fill it up.
Hang on, not currently available for some reason. He's NBA's not allowing him to play. Anyway. All right, news at noon. Ray, great job.
Hey, Ray.
Thank you. It was a good segment that I look forward to every day.
Hey, Ray.
And we even had, and a listener made the top 5 list, right?
Yeah, give me the VIN.
Give me the VIN. So we had actually had listeners that were sending in voice memos for the news at noon.
Yeah, the one that made the most top 5 was Sean. Sean had the Summertime and had Rule the World parodies. And then number 4 was Give Me the VIN. Number 3 was Mentos. And for number 1, it was Thunderstruck.
Here's the story about Jaden Daniels from Uncle Jamie, who is an LSU fan for some reason. He's always loved LSU. Brian Kelly promised this kid the jersey. Then when the kid got to campus, he told him he couldn't have it because Jaden Daniels wouldn't sign off on it. The kid was going to transfer, so you know what Lane did? Said, here you go.
Hell yeah.
Daniels and his team objected because even though it's not retired, the NIL likeness is used by LSU for recruiting and for corporate communications, so he's not signing off on that anymore with anybody else having it.
Yeah.
Which seems fair to me.
Well, but good luck, though, because you play games for that university. You don't control those. Like, if he won games at LSU, won the Heisman, scored touchdowns with LSU. You can't control what they put out if it was broadcasted on ESPN. You could get those clips. So I get it. I'm sure that there's some terminology in that contract that he can get away with. But all in all, LSU has the upper hand. They absolutely
So legally, can he say you can't use my name, image, and likeness? I think he can.
No. No. No.
LSU can't use Jaden Daniels. I guess they'll just have to go to the Joe Burrow team that was one of the greatest college football teams of all time. God forbid they don't use the Brian Kelly era to recruit people.
Also,
that's a good point.
Jaden Daniels, the contract would be an interesting discussion, and I'm sure that there's legal scholars that can handle it for us. But also Jaden Daniels, who was at Arizona State, when he left and transferred, there was a video that surfaced of the guys that were looting his locker, talking smack about him. He's always had, and
been a little bit
his
off.
mother has been front and center with a lot of this nonsense over the years. So I don't know what's real and what's not.
It seems like the wrong thing to be focused on at this point in his career.
And that's why he released a statement yesterday.
Yep.
I am totally focused on.
Yeah, like all right, dude. Like, be mad at LSU. Don't go back. Don't donate. You make a big public stink about this.
Again, it's like college. It's not like they're going for 4 or 5 years anymore. They're not.
He was there 2?
I think 2 years.
He played 5 years, didn't he? Total.
He was at Arizona State to start. Because it surprised me that he had the success that he did. I won't lie about it.
And they didn't hand out Joe Burrow's jersey, but here's the question: if this recruit would have said, "I'll come to LSU, but I want," was it 9? Is that Burrow? I don't even know. If they wanted Burrow's number, would they have given it out? I believe they would have. So even though they didn't give out Burrow's number, if you get the number 1 quarterback recruit in the nation and he says, I want Burrow's number, what's going to happen? And you know what? If you're Joe Burrow,
I don't know.
I love the fact that 88 goes out to the top wide receiver on the team. They ain't giving some scrub number 88 for the Cowboys, right?
Well, like Utley said, you want 26? Good luck. That's the way you should look at it. I'm going to say I don't agree with you. I don't think that recruit gets Burrow's number. You want a championship. That's the difference.
Okay.
But
you want a Heisman Trophy.
How good's the recruit?
That's what I'm saying. If it's the number 1 recruit, if it's Arch Manning that actually is a good player.
Yeah, Lane ain't.
You think Lane Kiffin's going to say, no, I can't do it?
And that's the pushback now from LSU alum. They're saying, wait a minute, like, I'm worried about now. What's going to help us now? So you're telling me we're going to lose this kid? No.
No, here's what Lane would do. Hey, Joe, don't worry about it. I'd never give out your number. Click. You know it.
Exactly.
Lane doing whatever it takes? No, that's not the Lane Kiffin I know.
Let me tell you, I'm excited to see the Lane Kiffin era now at LSU. See, I don't think that with Lane. That's wholesome.
All right. Boys of fall. It's coming, baby.
There's nothing wholesome about that man. Those DMs down there have to be insane right now.
Or Patricia Caputo, LSU alum.
grad.
Yeah.
Recent.
Oh, yeah. She could speak on all that.
She was, I don't know. With Lane comes a lot. For sure.
A lot.
A lot.
And they brought back Will Wade, right? Could
They
you
did.
imagine
They
being in
did.
compliance in that athletic department?
Yeah, easy job.
Quit.
Lane's
Set it and forget it. You don't have anything to worry about.
Get the hell out of there.
Lane's career has been incredible. You just take a look at what he's been able to do. Think about
Yeah, but don't you
the Raiders.
don't you wish? Oh, that was far from incredible. They fired him and left him on the runway.
But my point is how
He's
his-
been
everywhere. Yeah.
ups and downs.
Yes.
But like Ole Miss was his thing. Ole Miss, he should have never left. That could have he could have had it. He could have worked there for the rest of his career. And I'm not telling you need to do that. But the minute you have success at a program you built and they're willing to do whatever you want, you leave for LSU. I don't know, man.
He was at Ole Miss for 6 seasons. I think he was able to do everything he needed to accomplish at Ole Miss, minus winning the national championship. And, you know, what's the contract? Have we ever found that? Like, he's probably making
what you wish for.
He's probably making $20-25 million more. Easily.
I think Ole Miss would have been able to match the money.
He's 50. He's still got a lot of life left. You're telling me?
Oh, no, this will not be his last stop.
No, but I'm saying the money in front of me is going to have a huge impact on my decision if I'm Lane Kiffin at that. I didn't see it. I get the wholesome thing would have been him stay at Ole Miss and bring
But
it
isn't
back.
that the cooler thing? That he stays at the pro, like the program was never anything before he went there, and he turned him into national powers, and they're on a national championship run, and he leaves.
Yeah, through 6 years, he might have been barred from every sorority house.
Yeah,
It might have been time
That's
to get
true.
him out
It
of
might
town.
have been a good time to get out. You're right.
It was bad the way it went down. It was ugly.
All right. We have a voice memo we're going to play on the other side. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. $13 million a year contract for 8 years.
Per 13 per season.
Yeah.
And then what was
Tell me Ole Miss couldn't have matched that. Get some donor.
I don't know, Jim.
All right, coming up, we have a preseason game tomorrow for the Birds. What are we looking forward to in this preseason game? We'll talk about it coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Finally a win. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. It's brought to you by Morgan Medical. Losing your hair, wish you could do something about it. Call the trusted team at Morgan Medical because where you go matters. Call 610-831-HAIR. The Phillies won 7-1 over the Twins. And finally, even though they just lost back-to-back games, it just felt like a game you could sit back and enjoy it. Kyle Schwarber, a pair of home runs, including a leadoff homer after the game, talking about the experience.
Oh, yeah, definitely a bucket list option. They did a really great job for us. I mean, just when we get here, going over, seeing the film set, being able to walk around. Then we get back to the corner, you're able to meet all the Hall of Famers back there as well. And then, obviously, the ceremony was great.
Aaron Nola went 5 innings, struck out 9 in the win for the Phillies. They've got a day off today. 2 games this weekend in Minnesota against the Twins. Also this weekend, the Eagles' first preseason game in Baltimore against the Ravens. 7 o'clock start for that one. 76ers had their full schedule come out yesterday. 34 nationally televised games, the most that you can get in the NBA. Also 13 back-to-backs in their schedule. This update's brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. McComb Group Sports Contractors, one of the largest PVF inventories, pipe valve fittings. The trusted brands count the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
of the opener? You know what the current line of the opener is?
4.5.
Oh, light, no? At home against Washington, who sucked last year?
It's an interesting conversation with the Commanders because I've heard it both ways nationally. I would be curious to know as far as odds makers' concerns are. There is a reason to believe that offense could hit the ground running. Jaden is a special talent.
Yep.
McLaurin really good. Good passing game. They added Diggs. Diggs is a great guy.
Diggs he had 1,000 yards last year. He's not the same receiver he once was, but he's a huge upgrade over what they had last year opposite of McLaurin.
Correct. Defensively, you think they're going to be like a little bit better. They were really bad last year, but I'm not buying into a lot of the talent on the defensive side. So I'm not buying the Commanders, period, in the story.
So is it a bad time to get Washington? Because once you get into the season, Daniels gets banged up. Maybe he's not there.
That's a good way of looking at it. You're right.
And the right time to get the Eagles because they're new offense.
Ew.
Maybe they kind of drag it.
Ew. You're making sense now.
Do you imagine if they lost that game? Well, that's why it's 4.5.
No, I don't want to envision that because that's a nightmare scenario to open up the season with a loss. Division game, people would lose their minds.
At home?
Yeah, and there was a good, I feel like 8-9 year stretch that the Eagles always played down to their opponent in week 1. Remember Jacksonville where it was was it Fletcher Cox had to pick up that ball and run for a touchdown? They covered the spread with that, but it was a tight game. I feel like there's a lot of openers, especially home openers, that they just don't deliver. But
it's a preseason game. It's sloppy.
Yeah,
the starters aren't playing. I know they do joint practices, blah 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 blah. But there's timing about actually playing in games that they're not getting at all with preseason games.
Yeah.
So, anyway, do we even what is there any focus on the preseason game? I'm actually really excited for the game. You're not going to see many regulars, I don't think, but. The Tanner McKee. I know you're a McKeesman there, right?
That's exactly what I'm excited for. Red Rocket, Red Rifle. See, now you got me saying it. Andy
Rocket.
Dalton.
No, you're the Red Rocket.
Yeah, Ray. Ray, the Red Rocket Dunn. Oh,
I don't like where this is going at all.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get attention, Ray.
The Red Rocket.
We need to get attention.
Continue with your 4-point, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's just seeing the quarterbacks. Cole Payton in the second half. Why not?
Yeah, I'm excited for that, too.
Yeah, this is kind of the throw it against the wall and see what sticks game. Are they going to play Darius Cooper, or has Darius Cooper become too valuable? That level of stuff.
I like that.
Does Tank get a couple carries, or are we protecting Tank? That's what I'm curious to see. Our boy Will Shipley getting
A lot of Will Shipley.
Yeah.
Will Shipley, I don't think Will Shipley is locked to make the team.
I would surely hope so. After we struck up the friendship with him.
He's a good special teamer. When was he drafted? What round?
Third year, I think.
Yeah,
Second
year 3, right? 24.
Yeah, but
third rounder.
Will
Feels back?
Shipley.
I don't think he wasn't a second.
So was
he? Yeah, he stinks.
Oh,
he's done that one long run. He's done nothing else.
He's a Super Bowl champion.
It's been a huge disappointment. Every other team in the NFL, it's with the Eagles. The Eagles are really good. The Steelers typically can't draft offensive linemen. They struggle to do that. They can draft wide receivers in the 4th round and they turn into stars. The Eagles can't draft wide receivers like that, but they can develop offensive linemen.
Fourth round, 127 overall.
4th round.
He's a special teamer. He's a kick returner, kickoff, punt team.
Eagles can't draft. They can't draft or find running backs. Other teams can get an undrafted running back, turn him into a great player.
Yep.
Eagles have to use higher draft picks, or like Saquon's a big free agent signing.
Oh yeah.
Miles Sanders, 2nd round draft pick. They can't find those 4th and 5th rounds, so they should use high draft picks to get running backs if the guys are there. Anyway.
Yeah.
So what do we got here? So what's the voice memo on there, Ray? Anything good?
Last day.
All right, well, let's do some of that. Hit it.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Michigan Elliott. Johnny, congrats on the new show, man. It's going to be great. Ray, Sean, it's going to be great with you guys. I only get usually a little bit of the morning show on my way to work, but come September 12th, we're expecting our first little one. So I already got 3 Eagles onesies picked out for her on the way home from the hospital. So I'll be waking up a lot earlier to listen to you guys. Johnny, I'm going to keep sending my deranged voice memos. And same to Ray. Got to introduce myself to Connor so he doesn't think I'm a madman over here. But love you guys. Gonna keep listening to you. Go Birds. See ya.
Here we go.
My man.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Michigan Elliott's an underrated guy.
He is, yeah, I
Underrated
agree.
character that we have.
You know, my favorite part about that is he gets in, makes his point. See ya.
Yeah, it was a good,
solid,
says what he has to say. It doesn't go on too long. Good content out.
And the energy.
Yep. Now, Angry Al, and people yell at me. He's on the line. People will yell at me across Wegmans, Johnny Marks, and that is Angry Al.
Mm-hmm.
Angry Al will forever live with my radio career.
Yes, you will.
He's on the line right now. Angry Al, he sent me a text message. Apparently his basement flooded, and so he's having to get new carpeting and new furniture and everything else. So, Al, we're not going to mention the name of the place that delivered you furniture, but apparently a snake came out of the furniture, Sean.
No way.
Could you imagine?
Like a snake.
An angry-looking snake.
Oh, yo, what in the hell?
Right there.
I see a picture.
I see a snake that looks like it's going to bite.
Yeah.
And Angry Al joins us right now. Hi, Angry Al.
Johnny Marks.
What's up, buddy?
What's up? Amazing Brace and the Leprechaun got their own show coming. That's going to be great.
How about that? Yep.
So, Angry Al,
Yeah.
how did you know a snake came out of your couch? Take me through the play-by-play.
So I'm walking down the stairs, and I look over. My wife's sitting on the love seat. It's a reclining love seat. And I go, what's that by your foot? Is that a snake?
No.
And it's just like 6 inches long. It's definitely a baby. He freaks out, goes running up the steps, screaming. So I picked the snake up.
What's that by your foot? A snake?
Is that a snake?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and so I squished it, and then we ID'd it on Google Lens. It's a Florida brown snake.
So did you kill it?
So it's from like South Carolina, Georgia, or Florida area.
So hang on.
And that's where the furniture was stored in the warehouse.
Oh, gotcha. So it got in there. So hold on. So you said you went and grabbed it. What do you mean?
I picked it up.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Did it bite you?
No. It was trying to get away.
So what did you kill it?
Yeah, I killed it because I wanted to have the snake to show to the, in case they question me.
How'd you kill it?
Because my wife won't sit on the furniture.
How'd you kill
She's
it?
like, I'm not sitting on that.
How did you kill it?
So
That's crazy.
I squished it.
That's wild.
All right, Al.
That's why it opened its mouth. I think it was trying to bite me, but it didn't get me.
Brown snake poisonous? No? You good?
No, it's I guess it's like a garter snake.
Oh, okay.
But it's from Florida, and that's why we know it came in the furniture and didn't come from outside. But
the term brown
company
snake
was like,
wow.
Yeah, the company was like, oh, no problem, we'll give you new furniture.
Damn right.
So they're coming to deliver new furniture on Tuesday.
Good.
But I had to buy a box of those mouse traps, the glue traps, and put a circle around the couch in case another one came out.
I bet.
Before it got into my house, because the stuff's still sitting there.
Oh,
but
man.
my wife is totally freaked. She was freaked out.
I don't blame her. I would have been freaked out, too.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but she did. And everybody at the furniture store thought it was a big deal, too. So I'm getting more new furniture.
All right, Al. So hold on. So you're happy to see me go to the morning show, but your wife isn't happy about it. So two things this week your wife's not happy about.
My wife's not happy because she doesn't want to hear your show at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I thought she was mad that I was.
I'll just go down to the basement and listen.
Oh, this is Angry Al. That's not nice.
Just watch out for the snakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, but good luck, guys. I think your show is going to be great. And, of course, I'll be listening to Johnny in the morning.
All right,
I'll
Al.
go right into you guys.
The man.
All right, there he is, Angry Al.
Angry Al.
Thank you, Angry Al.
So if the Johnny Marks thing lasted your entire career, I'm the leprechaun now forever.
Yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. At least he doesn't call much anymore, so you won't get it as much.
He's a good voice memo guy.
Good voice memo guy.
That was an upset.
Yeah.
I didn't think Angry Al
He
was going to
figured
go
it
into the voice memo world.
My boy DK is in the middle of nowhere. Can we punch him up real quick?
Yeah, we can do it.
All right.
So the DK
This is Dennis Kennedy, who is a fantastic photographer, all things media. You want to save, pump? What do we got?
Can he hang on for a second? We're up against it.
Yeah, he's in the middle of nowhere. That's why I was like, I texted him, call in now, boom.
DK, can you wait a few?
Yeah, I just crossed over into the Illinois line, so I can hang on a few.
All right, hang on a second.
We got to hear how last night went.
So DK's a professional photog.
Yeah.
And he was at the game last night.
Yeah.
And he's going to give us the perspective because it was an awesome broadcast last night.
So cool.
That's coming up next. Field of Dreams recap from the middle of nowhere. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Starting
We're back. Middays. Pizza arrived. Good. Colorulo's trying to take credit for Bryce Harper and the Phillies. So, Bryce Harper, apparently Colorulo went on the air the day that Bryce Harper said we need help. And he said, whatever happened to we all we need? LeGarrette Blount.
Yep. Yeah, I heard that.
Which was totally taken in, which is a different context than what he was saying. Like, why did LeGarrette Blount say it? He was just more or less saying, like, it's us.
Okay.
There was no whether we need any more people or whatever. I think they got injured.
Yeah.
But Bryce Harper was.
That was the context. People kept going down with injuries.
Right. The Harper context was, we're not good enough, and we need help. And he was right. And he pushed to get Arise traded for, and he moved to right field, and he should be celebrated with that. I guess last night on the Netflix postgame, he said, we're all we got, we're all we need. We all we got, we all we need. So Colorulo is saying that Harper saw that he said that in the viral clip, and that's why he's using it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me that Bill would think that. Sure. I would also push back on Bill that he is a Bryce basher. So he does. Am I wrong on this?
I'm surprised he's not on Harper for flip-flopping.
Yeah. He takes shots at Bryce. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Bryce is,
No, he don't like Bryce.
He's not. You can't rip him. But I think, he's a Bryce basher. Bona fide Bryce basher.
Bona fide Bryce basher.
Yeah, he's a triple B.
And again, Bill was exposed, and frankly, look at Bryce, and he was criticizing Bryce because Bryce said, the poor teammates. He's telling them we're not good enough if we don't make any moves. No, he was putting pressure on the organization. Like, hey, we need help. Better make sure. He was texting Dave Dombrowski, saying, hey, we need help. He was doing work. That's what the leader's supposed to do, Sean Brace.
You're damn right.
Big win by the Phillies last night.
Monster win. Let's go.
DK, who is a professional photographer, he was at the game last night, Sean.
DK_create does a lot of work for teams and leagues and just is fantastic. But, man, I'll tell you what, a video he posted yesterday of walking through the cornfields.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it was incredible. This guy is so good.
Well, from the middle of nowhere, he joins us right now. DK, what's up?
Yep.
DK, hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
We can hear you. What a time.
All right, so.
Uh-oh.
You're self-serve.
This is what happens when you join us from the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, you're a little in and out, DK. Uh-oh. And my man hung for us, too.
Man. Well, I didn't drop him.
Well, I'll tell you what. It just delivered so much just from everything, the lead up, of course, the production. I'm a big production guy. I thought the hosts were, like, Matt Versezian was great. I thought Hunter Pence was good. Pre-game, of course, you can't go wrong when you get Barry Bonds up there. One too many mouths to feed for me, as always. It's like, how many people could we fit on this panel? I don't think you need pool hosts there. I know why you do it, but I think you could be simple with just Elle. Elle's a star. I know that she's somewhat, well, I don't know if polarizing is the right word.
Maligned. No, she's. I don't think she's polarizing at all. I think she's much maligned because I don't even know why.
I'm
honestly.
Googling the definition of maligned right now.
Yeah.
Does that strike you? To say bad things about someone that are not true. Maligned is the past tense. Maligned, most likely. I don't know. I've never said someone's maligned, but I like that.
But
I'll go with it.
No, but a lot of people do.
Yes. She's not polarizing. You're right.
I don't even know why people don't like her.
Because
it's the ESPN.
I feel like
is it the politics stuff?
I feel like we're in the bubble of just the Ricky thing. I
Oh.
didn't hear anyone criticizing Al Duncan.
No.
Oh, no, isn't she?
Yeah, it's the ESPN deal, which is a very interesting conversation to have these days because it sure as hell is not the old ESPN. So I don't want to hear any more complaining about ESPN. It's not what it used to be. Clearly isn't. Clearly. So stop it.
She had a critique of Caitlin Clark, a controversial on-air joke.
Ooh.
She stated on the podcast that Caitlin Clark shares responsibility for toxic media discourse because she hasn't forcibly enough told bad faith fans using her name to stop.
Gotcha. Well, I would just say this much. She's entertaining when she's on camera. That's all I care about. I just want to be entertained when I tune in. I want to be rewarded for the experience of watching said broadcast. I thought she did a fantastic job. They handed it over to the booth. I thought they yucked it up a little bit too much, but I thought it was really good. Everybody's having a good time. The sights and sounds controlled everything. It was fantastic. I literally had goosebumps for the pregame show. I was crying, and then, no, I kid. I wrote that. I was waiting for one of you guys to bring it up, that I was sobbing.
Did you write it?
I did. I tweeted that I was sobbing. Nobody brought it up.
Because I got a text from my mom saying that she was getting goosebumps at the beginning of it, and I literally texted back in the family group chat, I bet Brace is somewhere crying right
Yes, I was pretty close to crying. I won't lie,
now.
but
Yeah, Last Dance guy.
got chicken skin?
oh, the chicken skin was thick. Yeah, it was. It was just so cool, and I can only imagine what it was like to be there. There's only 8,000 people there, and you had 26 of them being Hall of Famers.
I definitely thought a couple times, Dan, that'd be really cool to be there. Think about it. It's an experience. Flying to Chicago, you drive a couple hours to Iowa, you stay in a Best Western.
Damn, leaving there's got to suck, though.
Yeah. Driving in may not be as. No, but I've never seen that part of the country, so I'd be interested to see what other people live like.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Anyways, give DK a follow. I don't know if he's going to be able to join us again. He's in the middle of nowhere. DK_Creighton. He'll be doing a lot of stuff with us, hopefully, over the football season. That's for sure. Trying to get him involved.
Cool. Does the one win make you feel any different about the team?
No, the corn bat does, though.
Yeah.
Could save the season.
Could it be it? Could it be the rally squirrel that was that the Angels many years ago had?
You got to appreciate Bryce from that standpoint, right? Where it's like, dude he's got a way. His bat had corn. He had a corn bat. He had butter on the bat.
Oh, he's a genius.
His sleeve said something about juice. There was a corn sleeve. Like, he doesn't miss the mark.
The rally squirrel was the Cardinals in 2011. Yeah. What was the Angels? The rally monkey?
Yeah, the monkey.
Rally monkey. Yep. It wasn't a real monkey.
No.
Or was it?
I don't think so.
Huh.
No, it was just a scoreboard jumbotron.
No, but that's honestly, as much as people may laugh at that, something stupid that can unite a team. Bryce Harper says, we all we got, we all we need.
Yep.
All right. Maybe that's something where, the guys are like, yeah, you know what? In the movie Major League, again, it's a movie from almost 40 years ago, but the fact that ownership was trying to take away everything from the team, and they're like, you know what? After the ownership, and that became the rallying point. With the Eagles and LeGarrette Blount, we all we got, we all we need. The things that were going on socially in the United States with not standing up for the national anthem and united Malcolm Jenkins and Chris Long and everybody kind of remember didn't they put their arms around each other during the national anthem?
Chris Long did, yeah. He put
yeah.
an arm, yep.
And those players pointed to that moment as a moment that it helped rally the team, and it gave them that certain all right, we can do this and we're together and we're united. Because you've seen so many times where players aren't united. No, those teams never win anything.
Nope. It's a long season. Got to have each other's back. Yeah, no, you're right about that. Well, look, last night's game, I'm not going to sit here and float you the idea that this team is all of a sudden going to go on a 20-game win streak, but, hey, crazier things have happened. It could be something that these guys now had an opportunity to look themselves all, face-to-face with some time to kill, a little bit of a bus trip, and say, guys, got a golden opportunity. It's go time. It is August 14th. Got half this month of September, and we are in playoffs.
And, Ray, if the season started today or ended today, guess who would be in the playoffs? That's correct. Your Philadelphia Phillies.
How about that?
Congratulations. Yep. Now they're only a half game ahead of the Diamondbacks, but anyway.
We ride with Trey.
So you look at it, the Cubs are 20 games over 500. They're red hot. The Padres have been great because they were, a lot of people presume they were dead, and they're not. Now you have the Diamondbacks. I don't buy the Marlins. I don't buy the Cardinals, the Nationals. So really, there's not a lot of these teams that you can look at as potential teams that could get hot. I really think the top four teams are the teams that you're going to be dealing with.
Yeah.
And the Cubs are so far ahead of everybody right now. It's going to be tough.
They really are. They got the night off. Tonight was for the rain if it did get rained out. So no Phillies action this evening. Back at it tomorrow, though.
A special guest is coming up next to congratulate me. Do you know who this is, Sean?
I think I got wind of it. This is a big time guest.
Is it really?
Oh, this is awesome. This is gonna be great.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right.
Nice work by Ray Dunn.
Special surprise guest joining us next.
Riggedy Ray Dunn.
The final episode of Middays with Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic with a surprise guest, and I literally have no idea what's going on here. That's next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies find a win. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies got a 7-1 win on the Field of Dreams game in Dyersville, Iowa yesterday. Kyle Schwarber, a pair of home runs for him, including a leadoff home run. Aaron Nola goes 5 innings, strikes out 9. Talk about the experience after the game.
It was a really nice pitch here. It was a beautiful field, beautiful scenery. Fans were great. So it was really cool to check this one off, and definitely we'll look back at this later on in my career and after I'm done.
Phillies look back at this as 1 of 3 against the Twins. Day off today before a pair of games in Minnesota. Baltimore and the Eagles tomorrow night. The Eagles going down to play the Ravens in the preseason opener. That is a 7 o'clock start tomorrow night. The 76ers, we got their full schedule out yesterday. We knew the opener was October 20th at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks. They've got 34 nationally televised games, 13 back-to-back games. Coming up next, we've got a special guest for you to congratulate Johnny on his move to the morning. Stay tuned. He has no idea who it is. We obviously do know. You should stay tuned. It'll be a lot of fun. This update is brought to you by Verizon Business. Verizon Business experts love small business, so they can come directly to you on your schedule with real expertise tailored to your needs. Make an appointment with a Verizon Business expert. Go to Verizon.com/book today. I'm Brady on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
I'm Ray Dunn. John Marks. Be back in just a second. I'm hopping on the microphone because you played that Josh Harris. And I'll tell you what, man, more and more as we get closer, that Jaylen Brown interview last night wasn't anything significant, but just the fact that he was asked, like, what was Boston thinking? And do you think they made a mistake? And he said point blank, I guess time will tell. I got the juices going early this morning.
Yep.
Getting fired up for the Sixers. Of course, the schedule came out, John.
Yep, I have him 80-2.
Oh, close.
Yep.
I have 74-8, which is good for the best record in NBA history.
But they win the title.
No, they win the NBA Cup.
Oh, because that's what you care about.
That's right.
All right, so we're having a special guest. Are we waiting on the special guest, Ray?
We are awaiting word that we have the special guest.
We're efforting right now.
Efforting.
I just ate 4 slices of pizza.
It's good pizza.
Yeah, it's all right.
Thank you. You picked up the tab today?
I did. Final show.
Very nice of you.
Only because I'm hungry, and I wasn't just going to buy pizza for me. So I'm like, all right. But I shouldn't have ordered 4. There's not enough people in here for 4 pizzas.
Oh, that will get crushed.
Yeah, well, Dutz will probably take 2 pies home like he did before.
Sales. There's some salespeople here.
Were you here for that? The
No.
Dutz conversation? Dutz took how many pretzels home?
7 pretzels.
But didn't leave any. No, he left some, but then there was only 1 left after that.
Right.
Bill was very mad at him.
2:30 in the afternoon.
I need a little bit more breakdown and how that played out, but the boys got to eat.
Well, listen, it's the final day of the show, and I should have expected Ray to do something because Ray is Ray's special.
Oh.
Now, if you were trying to get me a special guest, Diana Rossini would be on the top of the list, but I don't know if that was gettable.
She decided she was not going to share her story with us. Unfortunately.
That was my first suggestion to Ray. He said, if I'm getting anybody special, I said, Rossini, number 1. Number 2 was pretty easy. I think we were all eye to eye on this one, but nice work by Ray here.
Why didn't you do it before? Why'd you wait till my last day? Why don't you give me this guest before?
Come on.
I'm just kidding.
Come on.
All right, so joining us right now, a special guest. Ray, how will we know who it is?
Well, I'll tell you who it is,
Who is it?
Johnny. Someone that you bring up pretty frequently.
Yep.
Joe Cordell?
Nope, not Joe Cordell. It would have been Michelle Ferrari if we could have gotten her. But
in New Jersey.
It is a former Philadelphia Philly.
From a great era.
Larry Boa?
Not quite.
Close.
You own a very special piece of memorabilia.
Steve Jeltz!
That's right.
Steve Jeltz joining us live on Zoom. Steve!
Hey, how we doing?
Oh, man, so my friend Sydney Webster, whenever she sees Steve, will always send me the text message and say, because, Steve, I have an autographed Steve Jeltz rookie jersey. You're 15. Because I'll go to games and I'll have people be like, Jeltz never wore 15. I'm like, yeah, he did. Shows how much of a Phillies fan you are. What's up, Steve?
I'm doing well. How are you?
So what are you doing, man? What are you doing these days? Where are you?
I'm in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Right now, I'm sitting in the truck outside of our last day with our deaf and hard of hearing baseball camp that we do. It's the 4th year we did it. Today was the final day this week. We had 4 Harrisburg Senators come down. So they came down and they kind of helped me through the camp today. And then we took them over to, I took them over to Turf Time, our indoor facility, but they're just up the street, and they were kind of amazed. They were like, whoa, there's a lot of room in here. So we did that, but we had our ceremony for the kids today, and then we're taking them out to the Harrisburg game tonight. And it was a success all week. The kids did really well.
Oh, very cool. So you're still are you doing this stuff on a regular basis, working with people and still working in baseball?
Yes, absolutely. I find it somewhat difficult at times because of egos, but the kids and the parents love it. Some of the coaches, like I've traveled around and watched some of the high school games down in this area, and I see some room for improvement, and you offer. And I think over the weekend, I kind of understood when we had our alumni day and we talked about it. I was talking to Dickie Knowles and Milt, and a lot of the guys say the same thing. It's like, that's the toughest thing. You would think these guys would listen to us because we used to play, but it's hard to break that. I think what the parents are seeing now when they bring their kids into us is that we are training these kids, and we're doing a lot of them coming to us after they've been playing for 2 or 3 years. Our kids have been, and we teach them things, and they say, we've never seen this the whole time we've been playing. I said, it's old school baseball. It's fundamental baseball. I said, things that they need to learn. I tell them not to watch Major League Baseball. I said, don't try to replicate Major League Baseball. They're already there. If you try to do what they're doing, you're not going to make it. I said, we need to do the small ball things. We need to learn how to bunt. We need to learn how to
move runners over and play solid defense and have what I call damage control. Every time that ball's hit, there's some place for you to be. We're backing up all the time. Moving your feet to catch the ball, moving your feet to throw the ball. So those are the things that we teach them. And hitting wise, it's hands to the ball and not a whole bunch of movement. And the parents see it, they're loving it. And so we're starting to ramp up a lot of the things that we've been trying to teach them. Now it's starting to sink in, and parents are starting to see the difference. So it's coming along pretty good.
And free, which is very cool to see, Steve. Very nice work by you and your team. I'm looking at your wife, I believe your wife here on Instagram, Christy Jeltz, and the post there. And it's just the big thing, Steve, is the smiles on the face of the kids. Like you're surrounded by kids, and they're all smiling. That's very cool. Nice work by you.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a blessing. It's God's blessing. I tell you, I've had a lot of fun with these kids, and they learned a lot. And we do a little award ceremony and work with the Sertoma Club and Doug Boyd out of Turf Time, who I teamed up with for the indoor facility. He came out and worked with me this year, and I mean, it was just good because we care about the kids more than anything. Now, you know, the whole camp was a free thing. I'm going to try to get some more sponsors next year to do it, so we can. Some of these families are driving an hour, 2 or 3 hours to be down here all week, and then they end up at hotels. And so I told them, I said, well, we got to figure out something where, you know, we get a block of rooms and these families can bring their kids up here and they don't have to pay for a hotel. We can just take care of that. And so I think, you know, now that this is going to be the 5th year next year, I think we can kind of lay out a plan that it helps them out a lot. You know, it helps it because that's a tough thing. You know, I mean, coming down and you already have a child that's hearing impaired and some of them have two, and you know, it's just tough. And so we just try to make it as simple as possible, feed them and take care of them and have a good time. Now we're taking them to the Senators game tonight, and they'll be on the field tonight at the Senators game, and they'll get to run the bases, I understand. So we'll be out there with them tonight. It's kind of the close of a pretty good week. So.
Oh, you're a good dude. Talking to Steve Jeltz, former Phillies shortstop who was drafted by the team, became the starting shortstop in the mid-'80s, 7 seasons with the Phillies. You know, think about this, Sean. He played next to Michael Jack Schmidt. I mean, geez, talking about some playing with some major players. You came up in '83, so you had a couple of games maybe at the end of the season, but you were on the same team with Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Tony Perez.
Wow.
Mike Schmidt. My first, we were talking about that today. Actually, I was talking to the kids and the Senators, some of the guys that were down here, and they said, "Well, when you came in, what was it like?" I said, "Well, let's put it this way. My first appearance in Veterans Stadium, I came in from Portland, Oregon. I flew in all night. Juan Samuel, he had come up from AA to AAA, so he was my roommate, and I left my Trans Am with him. And I flew out. We just come back from Hawaii. Pittsburgh Pirates AAA team was in Hawaii. Wow. So we flew back from Hawaii, and then I get to the stadium, and they tell me you're going to Philly. So then I got to get on a plane and come to Philly. Sunday day game. You know, I got total jet lag. I mean, but you know, kind of the emotion of coming into Philadelphia and getting called up to the big leagues after only 2.5 years in the minor league was a blessing for me. And I walked in the clubhouse with the guys you're talking about. So I'm watching this game. And, you know, like I said, it was kind of a dazed situation for me. I mean, I was kind of excited because I was there, but we're doing a game of the week. Remember Twip notes and all that stuff. The game of the week, Sunday day game in Veterans Stadium. We're playing the Chicago Cubs, no less. And I'm standing in the dugout in the 8th inning, bottom of the 8th inning. And we had 2 men on, I think it was, and Smitty was up at the plate and 2 outs. And so we're getting to see Michael Jack. Everybody calls him, you know, they go nuts in the stadium, and he comes up, and Smitty pops out to the catcher. And so all of a sudden, the boos rang out. Now, this is my first time of being in Philly. I said, damn, they're booing Mike Schmidt. And Pat Corrales at Dallas, I can't remember which one was that. He said, welcome to the big league, rookie. Go to third base. Hey, welcome to Philadelphia. So I went into third base, my first defensive appearance in Philadelphia. After Smitty popped out, he came out of the game, and I went third. And then Manny Trio and Bobby D and who else? Ryan Sandberg. Those guys knew it was my first appearance, and they're looking down at me at third base like, oh, okay. And so I got all 3 balls. I I threw all three of them out. The third guy I threw out, one of them was kind of short. How I picked it, I think on one knee or something. But anyway, I threw him out at first base. And, the fans kind of cheered the first two. And that next one was kind of tough. And I threw him out. And when I was running off the field, my knees buckled the way Veterans Stadium lit up when I threw the third one out. And I was like, whoa. I was like, man, I felt that energy. It went through my body. And, I mean, we're talking a rookie, 24 years old. And
wow.
So my first start was with Smitty and Pete and Joe. I was in the infield. Lefty came to me the night before and said, get your rest tonight, rookie. You're starting behind me tomorrow. So that was my first start at shortstop. So I had Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, and Mike Smith there. And of course, you said Tug McGraw was on that team.
Carlton made the start. So you had lefty starting, Pete Rose, Mike Schmidt, and Joe Morgan. That was the infield and the starting pitcher. Wow.
Yep, and Bo Diaz catching.
Wow.
And lefty, like I said, lefty came to me, and he said, "Get your rest tonight, rookie. You're starting behind me tomorrow."
Wow.
And when I think I said that to somebody in the clubhouse. They said, "Oh, lefty said you're starting tomorrow. You're starting tomorrow."
Wow.
So,
That's wild. That's wild. So you were on the team when Mike hit number 500, right?
Oh, I was on that whole trip, the road to 500. Yeah, we did that in Pittsburgh. Actually, when I seen the video, I seen myself in it. I know it's funny because Glenn Wilson and John Kruk, I mean, those guys knew, I think, what was about to happen. And me, I'm a country boy from Kansas, growing up working on dairy farm, hunting and fishing and playing sports. So me being in Philadelphia, I mean, I don't know that it ever hit me of what I was doing.
Right.
I was just having fun, and I never changed. I remember walking into the stadium one time. We were walking in, and I was walking with Pete, and he was trying to get in, and kids were trying to get autographs, and Pete was trying to get in, and so I'm like, Pete, why don't you sign autographs? And he said, yeah, you'll understand later, rookie. He said, stay in your lane. I got this. Don't worry. So but I told him, I said, no, I won't ever be like that. And I never have been. I really love Philadelphia fans. I mean, I really love, what? People say, well, how could you play there? I said, you know what? I said, my dad was a command sergeant major, so they can't hurt my feelings. I promise you.
Wow.
I said, I went out there. I said, as long as you play hard, they're passionate. But as long as you play hard, you're going to have good games. You're going to have bad games. And when you have a bad one, they're going to let you know about it. But when you have a good one, they're there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I love them. It's like they're knowledgeable. They know what's going on and what they're seeing right now. I mean, Philly's got a hell of a ball club. They got a lot of talent. It's about the fundamental things that need to happen.
Yeah, when you were talking about the fundamentals, that's what I was thinking, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, they need you to come and coach.
Well, really, it's what I've noticed. They don't do the infield thing and the batting practice thing, and like we used to do. And it was every single day we did it. And I think that's how I got my start behind lefty, because I used to take 150 ground balls, and then I'd go out and stand in center field with Gary Maddox, and I was taking a false step, but I was just trying to learn. I could play it, but I couldn't play it. That's the Secretary of Defense. So,
right.
I ran a 4.240, so I was just that one that could play baseball. But Gary saw me, he saw me taking that false step, and he said, hey, stop taking that false step. Read it, then move. And so I stood out there with him. And so every batting practice, that's what I did. And one thing I remember is the fans. The fans used to be out there, and they loved watching that. So, and I think what kept us sound is because we did that all the time. We did that every single day. We were out there taking ground balls, taking infield, taking fly balls, doing that every day. And the reason I think it's repetition. I mean, I know it's tough to be out there and you're playing a 162-game schedule. But at the end of the day, it's repetition, and you need to do it. And because I see great plays out of these guys. I mean, I see so many things that are so fantastic with this team. They're great. And there's no way that you're going to be fundamentally sound if you do not practice this every single day. I mean, you just have to. I mean, that's the difference between, not making that routine error on a ground ball, because it's second nature when you do it so much.
Right.
If you're not doing it every day, then you're going to make those mistakes. But, I see the talent because I see great plays. I mean, I can give you a quick example on fundamental baseball. It was a few weeks back, and we were on defense, and we had man on first and second with nobody out, and there was a gapper. And so I'm looking at my shortstop here, and I seen him take about 3 or 4 steps off the infield, and I holler, and John Middleton was in the box, and we were doing a birthday party up there for another friend of John, so we were up there in the suite, and so I holler out loud because I'm just passionate about the game, and I coach all the time. And I see the shortstop, and he takes 4 or 5 steps off the infield, and I'm like, get out there, and I holler it. And then Dan says, who you hollering at? I said, I'm hollering at the shortstop. I said, he needs to get out in the middle of the outfield. So when the guy picks up the ball, he throws it in, and it bounces about 25 feet, one hop to him. And when that ball bounced, the man that was on first base was just touching third. Now, by the time he got it, he had no play at the plate. But if he had gotten out there, that's an out at home plate. Or he's not, the coach probably isn't going to sit. So it's those things that I watch, and I see all those little things, and it happened twice in that game. And so I just said, I said I could help him so much, but, I'm just not that person really. I mean, I would do it, but, I'm old school. And I'm not too much worried about your feelings. I'm going to do like they used to do me when I came up to the Philly organization. And it's like, this is how this needs to be done. Just do it.
Damn right.
He's a John Vukovich, Larry Boa old
You're
school.
darn right.
There you go.
Philly.
There you go.
I know what
That's
you are.
how it
Steve.
is.
So, Steve, one last thing here. One last thing. Because, I remember the night when you had the 2 home run game. You tied a major league record. Sean, this is 1989. He hit home runs from both sides of the plate. Steve was a switch hitter.
Okay.
But it's also known as the Jim Rooker game. The broadcaster for the Pirates are up 10-0 in the first inning. And he says, if the Pirates lose this one, I'll walk home.
That was in that game.
And Steve hit 2 home runs, and the Phillies came back to win 15-11.
And he walked, didn't he? Did it later that year.
He did it after the season.
Yeah.
See, when he did it for charity. But listen, when people ask me about being a Phillies fan, I say I'm a Steve Jeltz Phillies fan because they're the days that I remember growing up, Steve.
That's great.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It's funny because I wasn't even playing in that game. And I think my teammates, even Dutch and all of them, they were like, Nick Leva had just come over. He's the first-time manager, and we kind of butted heads a little bit. But he was trying to get me to hit my way out of the lineup. Is what he was doing. And I said, man, I'm hitting in the number 8 hole. I said, I remember when I had my first at bats and I had 2 outs and nobody on. And pitchers in the minor leagues don't hit, so I take a 2-0 fastball and I hit it line drive right at the second baseman. And Mike Schmidt or Pete Rose and Joe Morgan brought my glove out to me, and I'm feeling kind of good. And they said, rookie, what the hell you think you're doing? And I said, I hit that ball good. And they said, if we wanted you to hit, we wouldn't have you in the number 8 hole. You better learn how to roll this lineup over. And I'm thinking, what the heck's he talking about? I don't even know. So later, after that next half inning, we go back in, and they came over and they sat down next to me, and then the pitcher's leading off the inning now. So then I understood what my role had to be in that number 8 hole, which you'll never hit for average in the number 8 hole if you're doing your job. Right. And I was on a Hall of Fame team, so I wasn't about to be selfish and worry about my numbers, but to do what it took to roll that lineup over. So that night, earlier in the season, Nick Leva had me leading off and hitting second. So, I was hitting 328 going into L.A. And Fernando had one of those nights, Fernando Valenzuela.
Oh, boy.
And I think he threw a 3 or 4 hitter or something, and shut us down. And I took a 0 for 5. And then I was hitting 328, and I left L.A. hitting 318. We went to San Francisco. I didn't see the field. We went back to New York. I didn't see the field. And Nick's not playing me. And so now all of a sudden I'm not playing, so I was like not real happy about it, but who does that? I mean, you put me back where I'm used to being when I was growing up, and now you're not going to play me because I took a 0 for 5 off Fernando? Really? I said, everybody took a 0 for 5 off Fernando that night. So, coming fast forward into 1986, and they said they were going out to get left-handed hitting shortstop. And so I said, I'm going to go home and teach myself how to hit left-handed, which that hit the newspapers. I didn't know nobody in the big leagues ever did it while they were in the big leagues. They went to the minor leagues. I came back to spring training, struck out my first at-bat on the slider, and they laughed at me. I ended up hitting over 400 to spring training and getting the most valuable player trophy. So then we roll forward to 1989. So I've been hitting left-handed for 3 years when I hit those 2 home runs that night. That's what I was building up to. So people said, well, you didn't hardly ever hit the home runs. I said, I was just getting used to hitting left-handed. Okay, so I wasn't playing that night, and Tommy Hurt came out of that game after the first inning. And so I had to go up and get dressed. I had shower shoes on when I came down to root them on, and then they had me go out, and they're Darren Dalton and a bunch of guys were like, man, he can stick this out with us. I said, shush. I said, I get to hit number 2 tonight. Yeah, let's go. And I went out there, and God, it was His will that I did what I did. I mean, I just go out there and play, and I can't take credit for any of it. I just got to give that all to God, and He did it. And so I became the first player in the history of the Phillies to hit a home run left-handed, right-handed the same game, and it was a blessing from God. I wasn't even playing that night. So, that's how I look at all this. I had brain surgery in 2003. I'm still here. I'm 67 years old, and I just enjoy life, and I try to help kids and whoever else I can. So that's what this is all about,
We appreciate you, Steve. Thanks for jumping on.
Stevie the best.
Great to talk to you.
All right, thanks, guys. You have a blessed day.
You
Thank
too.
you.
There he is, Steve Jeltz.
Man, that's what it's all about. Right there. Having fun, putting some smiles on some kids' faces.
Yeah.
Hard of hearing and deaf kid. Like, that's just unbelievable. Free. To be able to do that, it's not free.
No.
There's a lot of work that goes into that, and he's trying to do more. That's great. What a great human being, man. That was a good get.
Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Steve Jeltz, Mike Schmidt.
Yeah, that's
Steve Carlton on the mound.
That's got to be
Gary Monix
a
in center.
certain type of vibe walking out to that field like, I can't screw up. I would imagine those guys weren't the friendliest of teammates. They were very, what I mean by that is not like mean, but like.
Those the Weeze kids.
Business.
Yeah, Tony Perez was in his 40s. Joe Morgan was in his 40s. Pete Rose was in his 40s. Mike Schmidt was in his mid-30s.
Yeah.
Lefty was towards the end.
That's got to be tough.
John Denny won the Cy Young that year in 1983.
John Denny. There you
go. You're talking about.
That's crazy you brought up that game with the announcer. That was the game. I mean, we all know that game. That's crazy.
He walked home.
Yeah. Nice work, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Hey, no problem.
And our good friend
Yeah,
Cindy
thank you,
Webster,
Cindy
too.
Webster.
Yeah, there
Sure.
you go.
I figure like Calper, Matt Calper, our sales executive, he also has Jeltz's number because Calper's on the board of the Darren Dalton
Right.
Foundation. And Steve always comes back and he's always involved in all that stuff. Steve's a really good dude.
Yeah, last night I had about 7% left on the phone battery while I was sitting there at Morgan's Pier, and I was like, wait a second. I was like, I don't know how the light didn't hit me sooner. So got that organized. Once that was organized, Cindy did a great job, called me earlier today and setting it all up. We got Steve, and then the phone died last night.
Thank you,
Very,
Cindy
very
Lou.
quickly. Yes.
Cindy Lou's my buddy. Thank you, Cindy Lou. Excellent job. All right, we'll come back with some phone calls, some other things, 610-632-0975. We are inducting the only other Super Bowl MVP in Eagles history into Club Hurts. Huh? Hear from Nick Foles on Jalen Hurts coming up next. Middays and Marks, 97.
Now,
the new lineup starts on Monday or Monday, depending on where you're from.
What's that?
Monday or the new lineup?
No, the new lineup.
Oh, what's that morning show? Marks and Salciunas.
Do you guys have a name?
Marks and Salciunas.
That's it? No unfiltered, no.
What would be a good name?
The morning show?
I don't even know. Yeah, no, I don't vibe with the cheesy name. Like, remember there was the Locker Room with Dan Schwartzman?
Yeah. The best damn sports show ever?
The Locker Room with Dan Schwartzman. Yeah, the band. Well, no, what was the name of the
show here?
Show?
What was that?
Best show ever.
Best show ever. But the best damn sports show was.
Period.
Yeah, that was.
Period. That was a good show. That was a good name.
I had Behind the Velvet Rope for like a month.
Yep.
I thought that was that was me.
And it was the best show ever with a question mark, right?
Oh.
So it wasn't they were saying this is the best show ever. It was best show ever? Question mark. So it was up to the listener to decide. Now, I would have been like, no, you want to tell the listener it's the best show ever. You don't want it to remain a question.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
This is the best damn show ever.
You know what, Ray? Maybe we'll call the show the best show ever with an exclamation point.
Ooh.
Go on, brace it done for middays.
How about the best damn morning show ever? Exclamation point.
I like it.
Double exclamation point emoji with the Ben Simmons emoji.
Oh, no, I'm out.
Has anyone gone into the emoji game?
No.
For a show name?
No, the show's actually all right.
It's all right.
What if we just did the Ben Simmons? What is that emoji? What's the technical term for the Ben Simmons emoji?
It's the
breathing fire or snorting smoke?
That's a good question.
I just know the only thing I know it for is Ben Simmons. Because anybody else ever uses it, I just think of Ben Simmons. So I don't think they're cool for doing it.
And the worst part about it is it's now like one of my top ones that I have because I used it like 2 times in the last like week. You know what? One is like my number one now is the crown. It's the crown.
I'm not an emoji guy. Yeah. I can't tell you the last time I used an emoji.
I'm a salute emoji guy.
Oh, big time salute.
I don't mind the salute emoji.
The green check mark. I'm a big green check mark.
Green check mark's not bad.
Yeah.
Let me go in and see what my most used are. The laughing face. I do. Oh, you know which one I use? The emoji where the eyes are like spinning.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's almost like you're dizzy or you're mesmerized.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see the crown emoji. Yep. I'll do the double hands up. I don't mind that one.
Hey, real quick, because I know he's like in the middle. DK is called back,
All right,
John.
so let's get to him right now.
Yeah.
DK was covering the Phillies in Iowa last night.
Unbelievable job.
And he joins us right now. What's up, DK?
I see some cell towers, so I think we're good now.
You're clear,
let me know if
dude.
you hear me.
What's up?
Awesome.
Loud and
Nothing.
clear.
What's going on, guys? Yeah, yesterday was insane. The last couple days were insane. Started with I shot the high school All-American game, which led into the next day with the full Field of Dreams experience, with the players going to the movie site, walking through the corn, getting to experience the full Field of Dreams layout and the whole state, because the stadium is now no longer a temporary structure. Yesterday was pretty much the grand opening at the Field of Dreams full-time structure that will be there for pretty much ever now.
Right. They're gonna have is it a single A? It's gonna have minor league baseball,
I think they
right?
said it was going to be like an independent college level when I went on the tour. Yeah,
Gotcha.
That's what I heard.
So let me ask you this: so they toured the site of the movie. Now, Field of Dreams was in the late '80s, right? So there may be a lot of players that have no idea or don't really care about the Field of Dreams because maybe they saw it. But what was the reaction of the players when they were doing it?
I think a lot of them, the nostalgia of like I saw a couple players calling their parents and kind of like FaceTiming their families. Like that's what was the real cool part. They had the ghost players out there, so they were playing catch with like the old school ghost players, the old school gloves, the non-padded, minimal web glove. Like I saw a couple players going up to the cornfield and kind of just like peeking their head inside and kind of seeing what was going on. But for the most part, it seemed like they had an understanding and everyone was kind of touched in their own little way, whether that was, I saw a video of Andrew Painter, because we were all scattered throughout, so not everyone got to. I didn't get to see every player, but I saw Painter was having a catch with his dad. Like there was a couple touching moments that I think like it hit them all in their own individual way, whether it was from the movie or hearing stories from their parents or older siblings.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that was the coolest part for sure.
All right, DK. Make sure you give him a follow. DK_create. Fantastic job, of course, behind the scenes, everything you did last night. Now I'm curious, as a man that's literally on the road covering all these games, the sports, NBA, NHL, all that. For me, it delivered. On the couch, it delivered. For you, was it even better than expectation? Was it the coolest thing you've ever done before?
I don't know if it can top the Lombardi in New Orleans, but I think definitely one of the cooler, more touching moments, because I know like the nostalgia behind the Field of Dreams. I understand, like my dad said, even like when I was on the phone with him when we were there, he was like, just let me know, take pictures, tell me how it goes. So like that part of it, I think, was the coolest part. The fantasy world in a sports reality. I think that was the coolest part.
Very cool. Did you bring any corn home with you? Did you take anything home with you?
I'm still seeing corn. I just saw a self-service sign for sweet corn on the side of the road. So I think
you might be corned out.
I don't know if I need any more corn, but I definitely did damage in the souvenir shop for all my people back home. So
you're the best, man.
That's for sure.
Awesome. Where's your travels taking you next, man? Where are you heading next?
Heading to Williamsport.
Ooh.
Summer forever. Yes, sir. We just got done the Little League Softball World Series, so heading up to Williamsport for the baseball tournament. This might be my first time doing the full tournament for baseball, but another nostalgia as a kid going to Williamsport. So going to be able to see this in full go, which I'm excited about.
Awesome job. DK, you're the best,
Thanks
man.
for calling back. We know you're in the middle of nowhere. So appreciate you getting
guys.
in.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
absolutely. Man. Good luck on the new endeavors, everyone. I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
You're the best.
Listening.
Also a member of Club Hertz, too, just say.
Oh,
the man.
That's a shame.
I don't know, Jim. Like, I got it. You know. We'll have plenty of Club Hertz upstates coming up next week, too. Oh, we do have one, actually. I kid you not. Sorry.
What is it?
It's Foles.
Oh.
I just didn't know if you...
Oh, we have time.
Okay.
So, Nick Foles apparently is in... Now, you know what you have to do? Get him a card.
Yep.
Make him a card-carrying member. Is this Nick Foles on his podcast, which is now featured on NBC Sports Philadelphia?
Which, if you are high on the Eagles, you might not be high enough. Let's put it that way.
All right, here's Nick Foles.
I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts and his game and how he conducts it. I've said last year it was a difficult offensive scheme, and what people don't realize when they're looking at it, they'll just say like, oh man, he didn't play good. Hey, now he's like middle tier, all these different things. It's like, no, I actually was impressed because watching the film, there wasn't a lot conceptually to work with, and he was a big reason why they were able to have success, really because of the defense. But as a quarterback, it's very difficult in those situations where you have a poor offense schematically. You tend to force things, and that ends up being in turnovers and bringing turnovers into the game. And then when you turn over the ball, you have a less likely chance to actually win the game. So what I saw from him was at times was like, yeah, he wasn't playing that as great as he had been, but he was protecting the ball because he knew the only way they would win the game is he did so, and he knew his deficiencies. He knew the play calling wasn't great, but he still had to go out there and play quarterback and be the leader, and he did it to the best of his ability with the situation he had to give his team a chance to succeed. Well, this year's different. He's got Sean Mannion. They're going to have an offense where it's not like Jalen and Saquon make a play. They're going to have to do that, but the O-line's going to do it. Like we've talked about, the stretch run, the play action. It's more controlled, easier to execute, and more dynamic. So that being said, I think they end up around the 12-5, 13-4 mark and have a great season, win the NFC East. I think they're going to have a solid year.
That's more than solid there, Nick.
Yeah, that's number one overall seed at 13-4.
Yep.
You're definitely potentially in that spot. 12-5, probably not, but that's a division championship again. So, but he is, again, and I don't want to come off as like the ultimate defender because I don't think, who am I to disagree with somebody like Nick Foles who's been in the game forever? But it did seem like he was being a little bit beneficial towards this guy, the quarterback. Like, hey, he didn't want to
Eagle quarterback where he's being supportive of?
Yeah.
Yes, I could see that happen.
Yeah, just a little.
especially now knowing that he's on in Philadelphia with his podcast. I can't imagine him being
Let's make some noise. Come on.
being like who's that fat backup quarterback that used to be here for
Chubby Chase
Chubby
Daniel.
Chase Daniel. Yeah, like Chubby Chase Daniel. Not the same. He's not the same supportive person that Nick Foles is.
No. But hey, look, 12-5, 13-4. Sign me up.
All right, we'll finish up. YouTube chat recap. Hal and Lumberton will take your phone calls as well. And there's a few regulars with farewell voice memos, YouTube chat, etc. That's coming up next. We finish it off, the final episode of Middays with Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic.
dude. Still hits. Sean Stockman right there. This is the Boomerang soundtrack, John.
Is that what this is from?
Damn right it is.
I had that CD. Eddie Murphy and it wasn't Halle Berry. It was another. Was that
no Halle Berry?
Was that Halle in Boomerang?
Pretty sure, right?
I didn't know if it was Ime Udoka's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nia Long. I don't know. I just short-haired African-American beautiful women, Nia and Halle Berry.
Robin Givens, come on down.
Robin Givens?
Halle Berry. Chris Rock was in that movie.
I remember Chris Rock.
One of the things that I will always remember about that movie is the foot. It's when Eddie Murphy's in bed with her and he pulls back the sheet and he checks out the feet.
Gnarly feet. Because you don't like gnarly feet.
Yeah. You gotta have a good foot.
Oh, you're funny.
What do you think Rotten Tomatoes gave Boomerang? Oh, see, that's it. They don't get it. They just don't.
No, that's a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah, they give
critically. As far as if I'm viewing it critically, yeah. I mean, it's not going to win an Oscar, but it's an easy watch. Good watch.
Yeah, anything with Eddie Murphy. 50%.
50.
Yeah.
Good soundtrack.
Great soundtrack. Good. Hot Sex on a Platter. We were yelling about that.
I believe isn't Ghetto Superstar on that?
No, that was the President movie. That was Dave, right? Ghetto Superstar.
No.
Yeah. That was off of like that movie that was about the president.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. Ghetto Superstar was
Die Without You.
Oh, PM Dawn.
Die Without You.
That was in my wedding.
Really?
Oh, dude, that was top 3 songs, yeah.
All right.
Is it my turn to wish you all the way? Oh, man, come on. See, I used to be I used to be cooler. I'm so washed.
Well, you're supposed to be in your mid-40s.
Don't let the old man in, John.
Ray, when you get in your 40s, it's all right to have stupid dad jokes. Because that's what that's just what happens.
No.
Remember, this is the same guy that said he'd have things in common with a 22-year-old.
There you go.
That's true.
That is. Nailed it.
So, and I had said this to him before, very quickly Sean is going to become the old guy of the show because you and Connor are both, you're a couple years younger than Connor, but you're very much bachelor, live in Fishtown, like to drink beer.
Yeah. Much.
And like Connor's much more unique.
He's very unique.
Than you?
I have not been able to pin him down in the last week. We are going to learn a lot about him.
And Connor on this new schedule, because Connor's biggest thing when I see him at garage, I got to go get up. So he leaves. Now, Lord knows when he could stay out till.
Now you can't leave. He has to stay.
I'm probably going to end up leaving before him.
He's very smart. Like the emails we exchanged have been.
He's great.
He's got great vocab. He's opinionated. He drives a Mustang convertible. He wears Oakleys the size of his head. He's an interesting bird, man.
Thigh meat
hanging.
Former collegiate pitcher, so he thinks he's an athlete.
Is he Zen? Is he a Zenner?
He looks like
he's definitely a Zenner. Absolutely. I already pitched the idea that we're going to do a post-show segment from his convertible with me, Ray, and him driving around the parking lot.
He has a Mustang convertible.
Correct. We'll have something on the jukebox
driving around in the parking lot.
do like a show recap.
Yeah. Hold on. Can I join the show? Yeah. This sounds like too much fun. Can I be are you looking for an update anchor on the show?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, the hell with mornings. So let me do updates on your show. It sounds like a fun show. All right.
The movie real quick, Bullworth.
Okay. I knew it wasn't Dave. I knew that was Bullworth was a good soundtrack too.
Yeah, had a bunch of songs on here.
No, and that's what's his name? That's who's the lead in that? Old white dude. And that's why it was funny.
Bullworth?
Yeah.
I can't remember if I saw that. I definitely saw it.
We use that website called Google.
Yeah, Warren Beatty's 1998.
Warren Beatty. Yeah, Warren Beatty.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
How about this?
All right. Let's go to Hal. Hal in Lumberton. Hal, go ahead.
It was baseball heaven last night, man. I tell you, I was loving it. It was just great. I mean, the guys came up. For any doubters, I hope they saw, what we could do and the potential. If you took a look and heard of the announcers, they were gushing Philly red yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. And I loved it, man. I loved it.
Same.
Nola pitched Nola pitched great, did well. We got a lot more than he gave up to Dinger, but other than that, and he admitted his interview was unbelievable. It was right on target of what he's got to do.
He like Hal. Listen, Nola's been appreciated. Nola's been really, really good. The last, you said since July, whatever. He's got really good numbers. He's got better numbers than Zach Wheeler.
Well, I'll give you this stat. According to Luke Arcani, he put it out there last night. Last 4 starts, Aaron Nola. Again, innings are down, but you don't want to get too crazy with him either. We know what he is. Excuse me. 5 2/3, 6 innings pitched, 5 innings pitched, 5 innings pitched. Those are his last 4 starts. 2.91 ERA. 9 strikeouts last night, 8 the previous, 5-4, 1 earned run, 3 earned run, 2 earned run, 1 earned run. It's a couple walks. Again, I don't want to hear about the contract. I don't care about the contract. I care about making the playoffs. And if Aaron Nola, who I believe I said heading into the season was the most important piece to the team's success, believe it or not, I was trying to sell that vision because I just thought every fifth day he gets the ball as a 4th starter and he delivers, helps out your bullpen, very capable of matching the opposing pitcher and getting that victory. I was kind of making the case that Nola was more important than anybody.
Yeah, you did.
But it's not true because the inconsistency, I just look at hitting.
He just can't go deep, and it's the reason why his ERA is going to struggle to go down because he only gives you 5 innings, 6 innings at most. When guys go on hot streaks and they're giving you 7, 8, 7, 8, it makes it easier to bring that ERA down.
Look at that.
He's a 5 or 6 inning pitcher.
Look at that thigh meat.
Yeah, and I don't need to see it.
You like that?
That's what I'm saying. You got to get.
You like that?
Got to get some longer shorts.
I've been working out this week. I've been making the gym every day.
Really?
Look at those thighs.
Every day?
Look at those thighs. Ray, look at my thigh, Ray.
We saw your nipples earlier. I don't need
you're
to
showing me a lot right now.
I'm excited.
You can be excited just with your clothes on, man.
Yeah, don't be excited looking at your thigh. What do we want to do? Do we want to do? Do we want to do the YouTube chat recap? Do we want to do voice memos?
YouTube chat recap.
All right, let's do it. What do we got?
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in?
Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie.
Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Giddy up.
Teddy is coming to the bar with me tonight. Maybe I can score like Ray. Brendan Petrilli from the chat.
Yeah, Millie Petrilli is going to take the cat to the bar. I would recommend against it.
I would say no.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. You don't need to brand yourself as a cat guy that bad.
I'll save the pee joke for another day.
All right, good. What's next?
Can y'all stop bringing your dogs to breweries too? I'm a dog owner, but it's so annoying when you go to a brewery now and it's a kennel of dogs everywhere.
Yeah.
Andrew Ellis from the chat.
Yeah, when I go to a restaurant, I don't want a bunch of animals around. Sorry.
Or kids.
Yeah, but you can't stop them from.
No, I kid. I have 2.
But I'm in the mall. I'm in King of Prussia Mall last weekend. There's dogs in the mall.
Oh, the service dogs. You're going to upset that community. And I'm not trying to take it, but it's like.
I don't think they were service dogs. I think there was just
regular dogs.
Dogs
strolling in the mall.
I understand for service dogs, and I'm certainly not saying Starbucks has a sticker on the wall that says, "Well, we welcome all service dogs." Yeah, no crap. It's the law. You have to welcome them. Don't act like you're doing something special. You can't.
I might go to that coffee shop if it says we're not allowing dogs.
I know, but the Starbucks. Oh, great, Starbucks. Oh, you're allowing service dogs. How legal of you?
We serve everyone too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, does that mean women are allowed to come in too? Starbucks? What are we talking about?
Kirk Herbstreit. We got the place for you.
All right. What's next?
John, Ray has seen more dimes than Karl Malone running a break with Stockton. Dawood from the chat.
You have, Ray?
I've seen, sure. I was in California this summer.
Oh, dude,
go to Sea Isle.
Yeah,
plenty
I
of
was in
dimes.
Sea Isle last weekend.
Yeah.
How about that?
That cattle ranch was filled with dimes. Do people still use the terminology dimes?
Yeah, chauvinistic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Guys
don't
like
think
you.
it really is used that much.
Okay,
But
yeah.
Dawood, you know.
Yeah.
It's on brand.
Yeah.
It's on your brand too.
Yeah.
You objectify women all the time.
Oh, stop. I am, honestly,
You do.
I am the biggest feminist at this station. I take offense to that. I won a Feminist of the Year award, right? The Billies.
Oh, that's right. You know how much of a sham that award show is.
Any more, Ray?
Ray has had more buns in his hands than Joey Chestnut on July 4th. MBD from the chat.
That's really how we're going to go out.
Hold on. Austin said he clipped something of how about that from Shahadi from yesterday?
Yeah. It was short. It
I
was
didn't hear
quick.
it.
I think it was something along the lines of when I was. Was that it?
How about that?
Oh.
Whoa.
Sounds like she has
Sounds
a
like she's
tracheotomy.
Burped. Yeah. But good pull, Austin. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate always being involved.
And honestly, anybody that sees anybody, any announcer, find it, let us know. How about that, please? All of them. I want them all.
How about that? Last one for you.
All right.
Ray's walk of shame includes 2 dimes and a nickel. MC from the Chad.
2 dimes and a nickel. Ray, you getting 3 at a time? Damn. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with you, bro.
You're not supposed to.
You are an animal.
All right.
Dude, it's been a lot of fun, man.
There it is. That's it. It's over. Except I'm not leaving the station, which makes this less emotional.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I'm just leaving the show. But starting Monday, Marks and Salciunas, and then the midday show, which seems like it's going to be a real hoot, adding Connor to these 2 idiots. Sean now has to be the elder statesman of the show, which seems like a bad idea, honestly.
What could go wrong there?
Over under for beers for the show that comes on the air Monday.
Yeah, there might be a drinking problem with the show. It'll make for fun times. Everybody have a great weekend. Coming up next, a Unfiltered without Ricky. See ya.